Cut your mic.
I'm going to get you niggas. When I tell you, I'm not going to tell you when, but you better know I'm going to get you niggas.
Drive up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's wartime. Drive up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's wartime. Drive up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's wartime. Drive up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's wartime. Drive up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's wartime.
Like, grandma, chill. I thought you was on positivity. I thought it was about cornbread. Is this part of Operation Corn? You hit 60 years old, grandma. Calm down, man. You ain't gonna hurt nobody. What's the word? What's the word? What's the word, my peoples? Man, I know it's been a long time, but we about to get in this work like never before. Please give us a little second to address certain things. But man, on the other side, man, hit the comments. How y'all been? What's been going on? Man, it's much love to everybody. I know y'all been waiting on this last week. I was supposed to come and do the thing. Got kind of wrapped up. Working it's been working shit, and kids, they've been growing, and people's been busy. So I want to shout out my special guest when he gets the chance to chime in. This is your boy Tomahawk Tony. Now we have done this numerous of times. There's a lot of info that we have put out floating around the community. So right now, what you're witnessing is basically the rebirth that Tribebiz. We're coming out stronger than ever. Tomahawk Tony, A41 Pure, you know what's going on. A4 Pure, you know what's going on. Shout out, Halito, to everybody. I'm hoping everything's been going great with y'all, man. Everything has been definitely great over here. Again, just giving A4 Pure a chance to chime in, Tomahawk Tony. One of the greatest teachers in my eyes, when it comes to the information, he points you in the right direction, tell you which way to go. You know what I'm saying? It's never really he's trying to give you his view, but what the education is trying to give you, what the knowledge is trying to give you. And you just follow that, you will be great. We're gonna be touching on numerous of things in this segment. Basically, we're gonna be touching on the circus information. We got to do a redial because there's a lot of people sharing the information, but maybe they doing things a little wrong. Like, they sharing the pictures that's black and white, Cumio and dialed up, or somebody then dialed up, and they showing these Asians as their ancestors. They out here want to dress up like Asians when they know we got our own thing, right? We've been doing our own thing. So you know what I'm saying? There's no sense of trying to be somebody else or think they stole something from you, because they can never duplicate who you are. So we got to set a couple of things straight. Also, gonna be touching on some Moorish history, some Hebrew history, and I know what everybody waiting on because we've been dealing with the politics for a minute. So we're gonna be touching on a lot of politics. You know what I'm saying, and how this is affecting the American Indian family and the people, and how we can benefit out of what's going on today. So let's not waste no time right now. Tomahawk Tony, you there? Hold on, hold on. I want to make sure you unmuted. You there, brother? Give him a second. Give him a second to come through. Give it all a second. We set up kind of early. Thanks for everybody that came through. Came
I'm going to get you niggas. Man, I tell you, I'm not gonna tell you when, but you better know I'm going to get you niggas.
Tribe up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight.
That front line is going down.
Tribe up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line.
The motherfucking natives up, man. Tell me it's the front line. It's on.
Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time.
Like, grandma, chill. I thought you was on positivity. I thought it was about cornbread.
You know what
You just
time it
started
is, man.
operating corn. You hit 60 years old, grandma. Calm down, man. You ain't gonna hurt nobody.
So yeah, I just wanted to give it a minute and let him tune in because he got most of the slides that we're gonna be working on tonight and the things that we're gonna talk about. So just give us a little minute, man. Give him about 5 minutes. We're gonna tune in. But I appreciate y'all for coming through. Man, y'all show plenty of love and been showing that love for a minute. You know, it takes a second to build up. You never seen a guy that's this shadow band. Plus, we got people in the community working against me as well. So, you know, they watching when I go live. They probably want to jump and do their thing, which is okay. We're going to let them do their thing, feel how they feel. But we rock out. And you ain't going to get it nowhere better but right here. I guarantee you that. Appreciate you, my boy. You through?
Yeah, I'm back, yo.
You came through?
Good.
Okay. What's the word, man? It's been a while, man. It's been a while, man. Want to catch up on some things, man, because I see you out here working. You know, I'm always chiming in on you. You know what I'm saying? Checking new books, checking new work that you got going on. And it's crazy how, you know, I just shared with you a couple of days ago, not to get off topic of what we're going first, because we're going to get into it. But how now, you know, I even seen World Star sharing it. You know, they got the cancer, you know, people getting cancer from, or cancerous materials, should I say, inside the hair weave products that the women is buying. And you stood on this for about the last 5 years on the coumarin, the cancer, and the unhealthy things that the American Indian is consuming in his own land. So I know we're going to touch on that, man. And I appreciate you because now it's coming to the light now, you know?
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely appreciate it, man. As always, much appreciate y'all American peoples. You know what I'm saying? Definitely appreciate you out here. I'm glad you're healthy out here. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot going on, man. You know what I mean? It's a lot going on, and you know we got to keep everything healthy amongst our peoples out here, man. Because like, you know, these foreigners ain't playing with us, man. You know what I'm saying? And you know, we see what's going on with the politics, man. You know the Biden administration up out of here finally. You know what I mean? We got Trump in right now.
Right.
And I don't know, man. Go different ways and all of that, but whatever the case may be, man, we still got to do what we do. You know what I'm saying? So that's what my focus is. You know what I mean? Contributing what I can to our people. You know what I'm saying? And just keeping everything healthy, man.
For sure, man. For sure.
I'm trying to locate this text right here because you mentioned about the Asian slaves in colonial Mexico situation. I got that book. Matter of fact,
that's a fact.
Right now. Let me try to locate that.
That's a fact.
Matter of fact, hold up, where that's at, man. Because I have the book, but you're not gonna go through the whole book though. You feel me? So
of course,
I'm just gonna shout out the author. You know what I mean? I do that. I always shout out the authors, man. You know, give them they just do and all of that. You know, because Tatiana Seha, she did a thing with that work right there. You know,
definitely.
What is that? Damn, it's crazy.
I found a lot of other things off that book, far as like the Chinese Underground Railroad.
Yeah,
and they was getting to work on that. It's so many. The book itself gives you so many avenues to go through when you're talking about Asian colonization, because it seems like our people is just stuck on that one thing. Oh, they came over to Bering Strait. No, you got that all wrong. You know what I'm saying? This is like
Exactly.
they was getting here on another level for slavery, laborers and used for other things that they told you we came for. It's crazy how they was here doing it. So like I say, the Chinese Underground Railroad was one of the things I picked up. That was Asian colonization, exclusion acts, and so forth. You know.
Exactly.
But definitely shout out Tatiana. She went crazy on that book, and I remember a while ago when you introduced it to me. That was
Yeah,
definitely a
I gotta
good one, and I
shoot it.
see a lot of people putting it out there now.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah. That's what it's about, man. That's what it was about from day one. Utilizing social media, man. We got a lot of great people over the years. You know what I mean? Like Safa Carver, you had to do Tyrone Street. Man, it's a wild list of people, man. But like, a
Man,
lot of elders was involved back in the day. You know what I mean? And we got good peoples like my man Chief Standing Rock. Tomahawk's been doing it. You know what I mean? Bunch of people, man. Teregua. Like, it's too many to name, man. But at the end of the day, it's always been about quality information sharing. Encouraging life and out people, encouraging truth. You know what I mean? And just making sure we got clarity out here, so that our youth can have a better experience. That's what it's about for me at the end of the day. Our youth having a better experience, man. Because like once again, these foreigners ain't playing with us. No season are they playing with us, man. You know what I
right.
mean? Yeah, I'm trying to locate this other text real quick. That way, we can have a smooth session right here. Hold up. Yeah, here we go. I got it right here. Perfect. Got them right here. Let me shoot these over. Yeah, got them. Hold up. Right there. Done. Got it. 1 second. Them joints is downloading right now. I'm about to have them on a joint. So I got Tatiana Seha's book up right now. There we go. So yeah, you see it on the screen. You see it?
Yeah, I see it on the screen. Loud
All right,
and clear.
cool. Yeah, so once again, this is that Asian slaves in colonial Mexico text right here. All right. I'm about to show you another joint too, though. I hope I got it right here though, because I've been through different systems over the years. But we got that one text too about the British. What is it? What you call them, the Muslims and Jews in British colonial, British colonial America, I think it's called. You know what I'm saying? But that's
Yo,
running, huh?
I've never got into that right there. That's new for me. I might have
Oh,
heard you quote out this book a long time ago, but yeah, that's new right there to me.
yeah.
That's
I'm
new
just gonna
work.
locate. I'm gonna locate
Go
that
ahead.
one on archive.org real quick. Let me just run it like that real quick. 1 second. Where we at? Archive. Yeah, I'm pull up this one real quick. Hold up. Let me see. The joint is Jews, Muslims, and British. I'm just gonna say that for now. See what happens. They playing real quick. Hold up. Let me run a search real quick. British colonial America. That's what it is. British colonial America. Yeah, because people really don't like they want to talk about all these African slaves and all of that, right? Coming from Africa and all of that. But meanwhile, these is actual ship records that these authors compile right here. This is the joint right here. I'm gonna shoot it. I'm gonna drop this in the joint so people can tap in with this. Yeah, put it right here. Yeah, you can go ahead and share that so people can get it popping. You know what I mean? But yeah, this is solid information right here. So this is a genealogy book. You know what I'm saying? Genealogical history, Jews and Muslims in British colonial America. So when these people be talking about, we can't do this and we can't find that, well, here you go. This right here is nearly 300 pages of straight information. Let me do this big too, matter of fact. Yeah. So I'm just gonna show y'all the table of contents real quick. So it's saying here, map makers, privateers, and promoters. Sephardim and the New World, Virginia, first and not so English colony, Massachusetts, Pilgrims, Puritans, Jews, and Moors, New York colony, Dutch, British, and Jewish, Pennsylvania, Quakers and other friends, Maryland, Catholic in her taste, Huguenot, South Carolina, Georgia, the last colony, so on and so forth. So it's running it down in here where they talking about these Moors and these Hebrews that came over here directly from Europe. You know what I'm saying? And so when we get to the fact of the dude, Constantine Samuel Rafinsky, right? Dude blatantly said, he listed out who the Spanish brought with them, who the French brought with them, who the Portuguese. He lists out in his old 1800 text how the Moors came here with the Spanish. They came here with the Portuguese. They came with the French. They came with the Germans. You know what I'm saying? So when we got people talking all this Mansa Musa nonsense, right? Because that's not proven. That's a whole theory right there. You know what I'm saying? And we constantly have these foreigners trying to insert themselves into our narrative as if they had influence on us. Because we see it right now in 2025, coming out of 2024, we're still dominant culturally across the world.
Facts.
We are new to them. What we do is new to them. To us, this is normal. Even though it's madness, some of the stuff that be going on is crazy, but it's still cultural though. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I just wanted to show this text real quick. We ain't got to spend a whole lot of time on that one, but this is one of the new books I done published, right? American, a distinct race and endangered species. Now, I just want to give a little background on this, right? The situation is we got every breed of foreigner that want to come here and call themselves American, right? They want to call themselves American. Meanwhile, we are the Americans. American is an actual race and species. We're not them and they are not us. You know what I'm saying? We're from this continent. We're from this land. That's what it means to be indigenous. Right. That's what it means to be autochthonous. That's what it means to be aboriginal, to come from the land. You see what I'm saying? That's what our nations are. That's what our people is. So how is it when a foreigner come here from wherever they come from, they're calling themselves American now as if they're not Irish no more. They're not Dutch no more. They're not German. They're not Nigerian. They're not Ghanaian. They're not Ugandan. They're not from the Congo. They're not from China no more. They're not from Japan no more. They ain't from Hindustan no more. They ain't from Pakistan no more. They ain't from Saudi Arabia. No, they're not from Iran no more. No, they American now, huh? They're assuming our nation's identity, our people's identity, right? And it's the only place in the world where it's happening that. Oh, I got something else I want to show. My bad. Oh, hold up.
Because right now we should see that playing out the way everybody want to come over here. Like right now we dealing with the fact, and they all say we the ones who came over here, but they still coming to this day. We the only people that's not coming. I know you know the difference between us and Africans. We're the only people that's not coming to this country. The Negro. We're already here. Everybody coming. Venezuela, right? Ukraine about to get deported. Everybody getting deported. Everybody getting deported but us. And if we were such to Africans, how they know the difference? They know the difference because it's a difference in the people. To this day, this is re-happening, and it happens over a certain amount of time. It just ain't for right now, but this has happened before. It's happened with the Asians. They let too many in. Now we got to write Asian exclusion acts to send them back because there's too many. This is all it's doing is history in America is constant repeat. But this is the point where we supposed to get it. We supposed to be eating off this shit. We supposed to know it already. It's already been repetition on how these foreigners get out. So yeah, I'm gonna let you go into that, brother.
Yo, let me show you this text real quick because these are the games they playing with us, right? So this right here is, they just dropped this consumer report the other day, right? What was it? They said it came out like on at the end of February, and so it references this older consumer public health report, right? This is from the NIH website. They just dropped a link in the chat so you can share it as well, right? And so this one right here is dated. It says published in final edited form as of May 2021, right? Title is Hormonal Activity in Commonly Used quote-unquote black hair care products, evaluating hormone disruption as a plausible contribution to health disparities, all right? Now, check it. I'm just going to run a quick search so y'all can see what these scientists is doing, right? Because all these people right here, this is Department of Environmental Health, Harvard, bunch of people from Harvard right there. It's all Harvard right here, Harvard, and then you got Queen's University, Belfast. So that's over there in the Northern Ireland, UK, and then they got another one over there, Massachusetts General Hospital, Boston, right? So these scientists got together, right? Now check, let me show you something, right? We're gonna look up African real quick. Here you go, right here. Check this out. Let me show you something. So these are the people. See, it says materials and methods for this particular study, selection of hair care products, right? Let me zoom in so y'all can see this real clear. Selection of hair products. Hair products were selected from the greater New York hair products study, a cross-sectional study conducted in a population of 359 women from across the New York City metropolitan area between 2004 2006. We use convenient sampling techniques, identifying local churches, nail and hair salons, workplaces, restaurants, cafes, and laundromats as recruitment locations. So they're recruiting 359 women, all right, from these different locations, so that they can pretty much determine, the impacts of these products on their health and all of that, right? So this is the reason why I'm sharing this, right? Because y'all can check out this report in detail and all the cool. It says women had to be over 18 years old, speak English, and self-identify, keywords, and self-identify as African American. Now, this is the key right here. In this medical or scientific journal here, right, they've redefined what an African American is. They're saying an African American, in parentheses right here, descendants of United States slaves. What do you think about that?
That's correct. First, it was first of all, the slavery talk. Here we go with that shit again. But I thought it was always meaning that it wasn't just meaning about slaves. It's just meaning that we was from Africa. That's what they've been saying. So now they just put it with the slavery thing in a way saying that, hey, if you not like if you saying you from Africa and you just came over here, we ain't trying to use you. We trying to use a motherfucker who's been here basically in so many words. But we doing this in a disingenuous way. We trying to say it was slavery. So they was been here. We can't use the African that just came. We use it. You see what I'm saying? It's like a game. That's what I think about it. Like you need somebody that's been here and you just want to steal with them. You want them to self-identify. No, it's crazy.
Yeah, this
crazy
is
work right there.
That's super sick, right? Because it's like, yo, so we got a situation where these scientists, all right, are saying that that the quote unquote African American is a descendant of United States slaves. The United States never owned slaves, for one. Okay. Two, everybody's not a descendant of a slave. Now, the issue becomes when you got someone that's classified as an African American, well, guess what? That's not a natural person, is it? And then even more technically, right? Yo, these are nationless.
Right?
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah, you good? Yo, you hear me? Damn, what happened? Yeah, you can hear me? Yo, put in one in the chat if you can hear me, though. I don't know what happened to son. Yo, Wilder, where you at? Damn, yo, what happened? Hey, yo, somebody put a one in the chat if you can hear me. All right, cool. All right, bet. Appreciate you.
I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay. Yeah, so that's a situation, right? When people are being reclassified without their knowledge, because this is like a whole blanket situation right here where we got foreigners. Like when we look at this document here, right? Look at this. We got a Tamara James Todd. I don't know who she is. I don't know where she's from. We got a Lisa Connolly. That sounds like an Irish or Scottish name, one of them. Emma V. Preston, a Marley R. Quinn, a Monica Platten, a Yuling Shi, or a Bharati Gandhi, a Sariti Mahalingaya, or something like that. These are foreigners generally. I don't know these people, but most of them is foreigners, right? And so here it is. They're coming over here. They're studying our people. Remember, foreigners that poisoned our products, flooded our communities with these toxic chemicals and all of this, right? And now they're saying that, oh, this is their mind. Of the quote unquote African American are descendants of United States slaves. That's what they have in their mind. Now, continuing, the African Caribbean, black and born in the Caribbean or their descendants. So hold on. You mean to tell me all of our American nations of people, all our tribes, the Caribs, the Garifuna, etc., they're just African Caribbeans now, according to them. They're just black people now, right? And this is dealing with a serious health issue that's been active for decades. We're talking about 60, 70 years of these chemicals poisoning our population. All right, so I didn't mean to get off into this one.
No,
but, you know,
hey, this needs to be talked about, brother. Hey, go by all means. I wanted to touch on some of this stuff because you know it takes for world star to share the shit for us to really come out and understand. And they saying exactly what you've been saying, but never in this depth. And this is what we need to hear, man. We got people that's literally all of these fucking African products that are owned by foreigners. You know what I'm saying? Luxor products was a products that was made here in America. You know, you get the pink bottle. I think they sold their product. So that was made in America. A lot of us work for Luxor's products. They brothers made that here. Our family. Now they done bought this shit out. They done bought everything we made and has used it as weapons against us. So it's like, man, we need to understand all this shit that say Africa. Anything is about Africa, we need to avoid. Because it's all of it. The history, the Dr. Umars and the fake motherfucker Tariq Nasheeds, any motherfucker that's trying to, because now they can't get us with, it's coming to a time now, brother, where they can't get us with this African shit. So they trying to tie this African shit straight to slavery so that they can get to us now. You know what I'm saying? And that's becoming, that shit's diabolical, it's nasty, and it's disgusting. You know what I'm saying? So we got to stick away from all this fake ass oil sheen. Go, if you want to go get some aloe vera, go grab the plant and mix it up like your ancestors used to do. That's what this shit coming to. Can't use what they give us, but I'm with it.
Yeah, we got, man, as far as I'm concerned, yo, these foreigners have proven that they have never been trustworthy. Never. They betrayed our ancestors, and currently they're betraying all of us in the present. From past to present, they have betrayed us. They have compromised any aspect of honor. They are proving that they're dishonorable. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we was talking about the Asian slaves in colonial Mexico, and so this is why I got a problem, right? So we also see in this text, right, Hispanic or non-Hispanic white at the bottom of that, right? So the question is, how come they're not talking about these Asian slaves in colonial Mexico? These are slaves. How come the quote-unquote African American is the only one that's associated to a slave, but everybody else, they don't have a slave story?
They don't got a colonization story. It's just us.
This is
crazy.
Ridiculous.
This shit is ridiculous.
Yeah, and so, you know, in my book, I provided an analysis of Asian slaves in colonial Mexico, but let me just run it down real quick, right? This is what we're going to do. I'm going to show you something key in here, all right? We're going to look up vassal, all right?
Oh, definitely. We touched on this before. If you haven't known what we touched on these things before, it's just like a recap. We did 3 documentaries of this, you know what I'm saying? You know, Circus Part 1, Part 2, Noble Drew Ali, and the whole 9. So this is like a recap. If you want that, you can go straight down to YouTube a couple years back. I think it was about 3-4 years back, and you can check those documentaries out for yourself. Very informative information, man. And like I say, it's just a recap. So just enjoy it, you know?
Yeah, so right here. So this is on page 2 of Tatiana's book, Asian Slaves in Colonial Mexico, right? So it says, during the late 16th and 17th centuries, countless slaves from culturally diverse communities in the quote-unquote Indian subcontinent and Southeast Asia journeyed to Mexico on the ships of the Manila Galleon. Upon arrival in Mexico, they were grouped together and categorized as chinos. So let me just pull up a map real quick. You're talking
about those Chicanos today. They love to call themselves Chicanos, but chinos, Chinese male and a Chinese woman. China and Chino. Let's do it.
Yeah, let me pull up an image real quick. I'm pull up a map real quick, right? So this is what they're referring to. Let me see. Can I do this big? Hold on, I want a big picture. I want a big one without any issues. Let me see. Large. Let's do it large real quick. Yeah, there we go. This is a good one. Yeah, hold on. Let me do it like this. Yeah, open a new joint real quick. Bang. All right, bet. So check it. So we got quote unquote India, which is really Bharat, Hindustan. So pretty much all of this is Southeast Asia, right? This is what Tatiana Sejas is referring to. Everyone from this region was all called Chinos. Everything you see on the screen right here, they're all considered Chinos. Okay? Now continue. Upon arrival in Mexico, they were grouped together and categorized as Chinos. Their experience illustrates the interconnectedness of Spain's colonies and the reach of the crown, which brought people together from Africa, the Americas, Asia, and Europe in a historically unprecedented way. In time, the Chinos in Mexico came to be treated under the law as Indians, becoming indigenous vassals of the Spanish crown after 1672. The implications of this legal change were enormous. As Indians, rather than Chinos, they could no longer be held as slaves. Tatiana Sejas tracks Chino's complex journey from the slave market in Manila to the streets of Mexico City. Wait.
I got to stop you right there. So the Manila Gala, which comes from the city that was called the Manila because they produced the wood and so forth. Then from the plant, the Manila, in what we called that country.
Philippines.
What is that country? The Philippines. Okay. So they had a slave port in the Philippines. Like you would go anywhere in Europe and catch it as slave port in the Portugal. This was a slave port in the Manila. That was a port.
All of these are ports.
So we have a slave. Okay. So all of our ports.
The red.
Okay, I just want to have the understanding.
Some of the black. You know what I'm saying? I could look up all the ports specifically, but pretty much these are main locations. Yeah, and we see Manila right there.
She's definitely pointing out the Manila, saying that this is the Manila. In the city of Manila, this was a slave port. Damn.
Yeah. And they trafficked them. So now let me go ahead and pull up the actual map. Manila.
Damn.
Manila. Goddamn, misspelling. Manila. Galleon. Trade route. Here we go.
Definitely.
Yeah, because we done covered this before. So let's go around.
Yeah, we definitely did.
I bet. So yeah, let me go ahead and do this big real quick. Hold on, I did the wrong joint. Hold up. Now we're gonna do it like this. You see, open a new tab. All right. So yeah, let's zoom in real quick. So yeah, we see Manila, Filipinas right there, and then to Acapulco, New Mexico, New España. So New Spain.
And Hawaii's got to be in the middle of that. Hawaii's definitely somewhere in the middle of that route. Yeah, definitely.
And so this is the real Bering Strait theory right here. But this is no theory. This is fact right here.
Exactly. That's what I've been trying to prove. That if you look up, if you go up on this map and this route that we're looking at, if you go up, that's the quote unquote Bering Strait. That says, hey, free people or people that was leaving to become migrants, illegal migrants, right? We're coming across an ice bridge freely. They make it seem like it's freely into Canada. No, that's not fucking true. What they were doing was they were coming here as slaves. They were coming on this is the Trans-Pacific slave trade, people. Y'all so caught up on this transatlantic BS bullshit, Pan-African fuck shit that you never look back in the back door. The back door holds the Trans-Pacific slave trade, and this holds Mexico colonization, Caucasus Mountain Asia.
Yo, you breaking up? I can't hear you. Yo, you good? Yeah, so as you were saying,
throughout my sound a little bit, but I should be straight.
Okay,
put a one in the chat.
Yeah, you good?
What I like to call the goddamn Trans-Pacific slave trade, and what I like to call Caucasians. But go ahead, brother.
Oh no, you good? No, you was rocking. You disconnected for a second. I just want people to hear everything you said, because you absolutely correct. You're absolutely correct about that. You know what I'm saying? And it's very unfortunate right? When we have these documents, right? Like this is published on the NIH website here, okay? Where they make the African American, quote unquote, is the only descendant of slaves, according to them. This is the mind of the foreigner. Hispanic or non-white or non-Hispanic white, they're not saying nothing about what we're seeing over here.
Asians, Caucasians, they're not saying shit about the Trans-Pacifics. When they speak about slavery, they're only speaking about Africa. Like the Europeans didn't slave each other before they even got to Africa. They were slaving and fighting each other. All they knew is warfare amongst each other. They brought this behavior on other people everywhere they went, the African too. But they don't have, everywhere they went, they saw different shades of colors of people, and they just started mixing them in. And that's how they started coming over here with that shit, and we became a lost people. Like we sitting up here lost on our own land, thinking like, oh yeah, transatlantic slave trade, man, we endured so much, never understanding that they brought the slavery to this country. They brought it to us. They ain't bring us to it. It's a very shorter route. It ain't no 5-month trip coming on the Manila Galleon into Mexico. That ain't no 5-month fucking trip. But they telling you about a sailboat trip coming across the Atlantic. Yeah, just pay attention to that. Why it's whole slave ports going on in Asia, bringing them over to Mexico. That's crazy. That's nasty work, brother. But go ahead.
Yeah, and so you know, these are the things that our youth gotta be aware of, because we're adults now, right? I can't really recall grade school too tough. I just know I used to be pissed off going to school. I didn't like hearing no slave stories in my youth. My peoples ain't never say nothing about none of us being no slaves. You see what I'm saying? And so I think to myself about the youth hearing, oh, you black and you come from slaves. Yeah, 1619 project, everybody was slaves. Yeah, we brought the white man brought millions of your people here and was beating and whipping y'all and hanging y'all and doing everything and raping your mothers and da da da. Like, come on, like that's madness to say to a child. You see what I'm saying? And then you grow, then you mature, you go throughout your life, and this is the treatment. You know what I'm saying? Like that's sick. And meanwhile, you got these real slaves. All of them is real slaves.
Calling you slaves. That's some disgusting ass work to and this is why some of us are still to this day, because we are victims of that shit. That's some real victimizing shit. Like you say, to tell the children, that tell the kids. That's deep as hell right there. Like, you gonna walk up to my kid and say some old foul? Yeah, you was a fucking slave. My son's 1 year old too. You know what I'm saying? And this the type of behavior that they teaching us out the womb, and we wonder why our people so fucked up. Well, this is why. You getting that work right here.
And so check it. I'm gonna show you another book real quick, right? So this one right here is titled White Cargo: The Forgotten History of Britain's White Slaves in America. You know what I'm saying? Our youth need to know this. They playing with our youth, generation after generation. And throughout the course of your life, they shitting on you. Got no respect for you. And here it is. Man. We got these scientists right here, all of which appear foreign. I don't know what Tamara James is, but these names, all these other names, Tamara James, the only name that may be American in heritage. I don't know. I'm not going to assume her.
Maybe. Right. Yeah. They come over here and get all type of fucking names.
Yeah. They come over and get CPNs off top.
Exactly. They names change as they come. Shit.
Yeah, this is sick out here. And our people disrespected generation after generation. And without the right information, what we supposed to continue to be disrespected out here? Let these quote-unquote black leaders with these sanctuary cities just pave the way for more of these foreigners to come over here, invade our territories and communities, exploit our people.
We fighting on even though, man, you about to get deep, bro. Getting deep. Sanctuary ass, bullshit ass cities, man.
Yeah, like, man, I'm talking to one of the chiefs earlier today. I'm talking to one of the chiefs earlier today. I'm like, yo, this is bugged out to me. It's like, yo, hold on. So you mean to tell me, right, a foreigner can straight leave their country of origin, come over here to find sanctuary?
Man.
No, where, this is our homeland. This is supposed to be our sanctuary. If we don't have this,
And
where's our
check
sanctuary?
this though. Check the real burning news, right? So as these mayors were getting checked by Congress and shit, right? You know, our
Yeah.
Mayor Johnson, he say, hey, we've been using billions of dollars. He said, this is what he said out his mouth. He said, we put billions of dollars into the black community. Now check the underlay of the overlay. What did they dump the immigrants? In our fucking community. So when
That's
you
a fact.
said that we gave millions of dollars for housing, you didn't give it to the Negroes. You know, this is that disingenuous sellout nigga shit that I just can't. Like, I wanted so bad to be there at the Congress. Like, hold on. But you didn't give millions of dollars to us. You gave it to the immigrants because you placed the immigrants. They came on buses and they dropped these motherfuckers right off in Inglewood. They dropped them off at Urban Gresham. I seen the buses for myself. I lived around the school where they was at. So when you sent this money that Congress is asking you for, the niggas ain't up here speaking, right? We ain't up here. The people that's affected by the bullshit. You ain't get that money to us. You put motherfuckers in the projects, put our women in the projects, gave them a little EBT. You gave all that billions of dollars to the motherfucking immigrants. That's Asians and Spaniards coming in this bitch from Venezuela somewhere, gave it to Ukraine to open up businesses. And now we on the wrong side of the board, mad at the motherfucker white man, which these are white people fighting. Brother, I don't even know how we became advocates for Ukraine. But I'm not gonna go deep into this because I don't know how. I don't give a fuck about two white countries fighting, motherfucker. Long as I ain't going to war for these crackers. But we gonna get into it slowly, Toad, man. You know, motherfucker go all day on it, brother. But I'm gonna go ahead and let you. We sympathizers for Ukraine. What a poor people, you know, belly dances and shit, genies and shit.
Man, hey man, yo, you know what? Yo, you just said the magic word, man. Let's get into that now. Let's get into that. The Princess and the Prophet. Here we go.
Hey, you know
Hey,
these Ukrainian
how did we
motherfuckers. That's
become
what.
How did our people become sympathizers for these foreigners? Well, we're gonna take it to here we go right here. The Princess and the Prophet. The secret history of magic, race, and Moorish Muslims in America. God damn. All right, let's do it. Let's get into it. All right, so I'm not gonna get into the whole book, but let me just do this real quick. The Princess and the Prophet. Yeah, just so y'all can go ahead and get the text. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna put the name right here real quick. So y'all can go ahead and run a search for yourselves. Very good book. You know, the author, a funny guy, you know what I mean? But you know, he did his thing. You know what I mean? Appreciate
Robert
the
Dorman.
information.
I fuck with that guy, man. I fucks with that guy. Like,
No,
he got another book out about the Hebrews. You put me on to this. I never forget that shit. And I have the audio book, and I've been listening to this shit since the day you put me on, and it was still some shit. Like, he talks as if he don't understand certain shit, or he don't want to go into, you know, hurting nobody's feelings, but he'd be like,
yeah,
how is this? He asks you the questions. Like, I'm trying to figure out how the Hebrews, this whole book, you know, he got about the Hebrews and the Moors and Islam is him trying to figure out because he's Islamic. You can't tell him he didn't come over here. He's not
he's
Islamic. He's
Jewish.
Islamic.
Yeah,
He trying to
he's
figure out how he trying to figure out how the fuck did you get this? And you gonna go and tell him some other shit, and he on the outside in looking at the shit like, no, this is my culture, nigga. This what I've been. I didn't steal this from you. How did America get this shit is what I'm trying to figure out. And he wrote books, and he's a genealogist, and he's actually a motherfucker that's actually not no bullshit ass you know, bullshit genealogist that ain't allowed in certain places. He did the research. The man got degrees and everything. He went around trying to figure out how did I get these feds wearing motherfuckers in America? How did they, when did they start preaching all this one and all this shit that they preaching? What is above as below? This shit that don't got nothing to do with them. How did that shit come from where I'm from into America? And he did the history. And here's the book.
Mm-hmm. So peep game, right? This is what he writes. This is on page 8. The story of the birth of the Moorish Science Temple and the precursor to the Black Muslims of the Nation of Islam is truly more wonderful than I could have imagined when I set out to tell this tale 17 years ago. nor could I have imagined that its central character, Noble Drew Ali, would transform himself so many times in so many death-defying ways. Follow me then down the wormhole into the not-so-distant past and find a cast of characters and a sequence of events all the more extraordinary because they are true. All right?
Wait, he called this nigga a character. He said, I don't know how this motherfucker, in so many words, let's put this in Negro language. This Mighty Morphin motherfucking Power Ranger character that morphed himself. I don't know how he done morphed himself into all these motherfucking identities in the mass of a couple years. This motherfucker's everybody. I don't know how he did this shit. It's amazing. But go ahead.
Now, it says here, we are late. All the people in this saga are no more, as are virtually everyone they ever knew. This story I have to tell lies just south of living memory. So let me just get straight to it. It is the product of sifting thousands of brittle circus programs. Circus programs. So on the subject matter of circus program.
Wait. Wait. People don't understand that circus. This man noticed, like we've been saying when we put the information out, that circus is programming then. Circus is the television of its time. Like you said, one powerful thing you said this shit is Netflix of its time. This was Netflix. This is programming. They have programmed us. It was Sitting Bull, the history of Sitting Bull. They told us the history of this motherfucker via the circus. These are the histories of America that they made in a circus. That's wild.
And so we about to get real deep into it again. Let's run it back for them. Because them pale skins, right? Yo, they didn't want to talk about this right here. Hold on. Let me just do this for context, right? YouTube real quick. I'm gonna jump on YouTube real quick. 1 second. Yeah, I'm able to play this video right here. Hold on, where is that? Hopefully it'll run. My videos. So I just want to demonstrate something to y'all real quick, right? So last year, one of the people sent me this video, right? And so I jumped on it like, the fuck is going on? So hold on, let's run it. Hold on, where is it? Yo, how you play the video? There you go. Yo, you can hear the audio from the video?
I don't hear nothing yet.
Hold on. You can hear it?
Hold on. No, hold on. Let me see what's going on. If I do anything about that, I can't.
Ah, that's crazy. All right, so I'm just gonna put it like this, right? I'm just gonna drop.
Hold on. Let me see if I can do it on the audio. Let me see if I can. No, they don't got this. Say, man, no. Kick from studio edit. No, they don't got no way you can hear that shit.
Hold on, let me try something real quick. Hold on, settings, audio. Ah, that's crazy. Yeah. I don't know if it's gonna let me do it here. But anyway, this is the video, right? And so I'm just going to fast forward in the video so I can show you the dude that was talking about he's a real Indian because he has a CDIB card, right? Hellskin right here. Where's he at? Damn it, come on. What the fuck? That's him. It's real blurry, right? So this is on Sonetta last year. The dude calls himself Turtle Gang Midwest, all right? Now check it. The significance of this. I told the dude because he came on here talking about, oh, he's a real Indian. You're not a real Indian unless you got a CDIB card, this, that, and the other, right? And nobody was laying down law to him. And so I jump on there and call him a subspecies. Huh?
I definitely saw that as well. You put it to his ass. I think that's why you called his ass like a mutant or some shit. Well,
I call him a subspecies.
A subspecies.
Call him a subspecies. That's what he is. You know what I'm saying? And so the situation, right? When we got these people, right? We got these species, these people, quote unquote. And here it is. They descend from, because that's what I called them. He descends from circus clown performers. Yo, let me show you. So here it is. This is the Pawnee Bills Wild West Route Book, page 30 of it.
Man, this is more facts. This ain't no bullshit. This Pawnee Bill fucking book, bro. This is like real facts of shit we've been going through. You know, you might hear Cumio and them want to talk about the World Fair now, and everybody want to drop their shit because we was ahead of time. When we brought this information to y'all, and now y'all hearing this shit everywhere, we was ahead of our time, people. I don't think we get enough credit for that, and that's okay. Because I like that the information is everywhere. But to Cumio and all these motherfuckers with their platforms, understand this, man. Think where you got it from. And we was ahead of our time, man, when we was putting this information out 3 years ago, man. I never forget that shit. That was one of the greatest periods of this, this history we've been putting out. Was this when we started getting into this circus and we started connecting all the dots? Understand, we was ahead of our fucking time. What a time to be alive, brother. Go ahead.
Yeah, appreciate you, man. So let's look at this. Band of Sioux Indians. These are all the quote unquote Indians that was in the circus. Okay. Let me pause for a minute. Hold on. Let me pull up the circus text so y'all can really see what's going on here, because it's really ridiculous. Like it's truly ridiculous how they have played this game against our American people. Like here it is, we got some literal circus performers, right? That done chosen, all right, to role play Indians back in the 1800s. Going into the 1900s, the circuses got phased out with Hollywood and all of this, right? And now fast forward, we got every breed of foreigner coming over here claiming to be indigenous now. You see how this works? And once again, we got Tatiana Sejas, who's talking about these Asians, right? These Chinos, anybody from Asia, anybody from the Orient and all of that, any of them, they all became quote unquote indigenous vassals of the Spanish crown. Okay? After 1672. And then comes the 1800s. Now they're role-playing Indians. All right? Let me pull that again. So here it is. These are the role-playing Indians. They got Chief of Sioux, Standing Bear, Howling Crow, White Eyes, Big Hawk, Swallow, Beaver, Black Bull. Then they send Indian squaws, a white cow, a little woman, Minnie Otto Burr, Miss Frost, papooses and children, White Bird, Sun Woman, Walking Girl. Western Lady Riders, Letty Adele, Viola Ali, Kate Butler, Susie Quinn, Aggie McCollin, Tessie Defoe Scott, right? Champion Lady Horseback Shot of the World, Miss May Lily. That was goddamn Pawnee Bill's wife or something like that, right? And then I'm just going to fast forward straight to the conclusion of this. So in regards to Pawnee Bill, all right, he is the white chief of the Pawnees, okay? They call him the white chief because he led all these quote-unquote Indians, these role-playing Indians during a period of the Dawes, or the Dawes Act, right? Dealing with the Dawes rolls and all of that. He led them into Oklahoma. It says when Oklahoma was about to be opened for settlement, thousands were encamped along its borders. He was chosen their leader and led them successfully into that promised land. Now, this information right here is not in The Princess and the Prophet. No, this is distinct research right here.
And I want to shout out. I want to shout out to that because that was when we wrapped up. That's in like part 3 of the circus information that we had pulled up, which showed you that the Pawnee tribe, they call it the Pawnee tribe, because I think he, if I can remember that most of that shit vividly, that he settled 60,000 Native he settled 60,000 Native Americans, different tribes, and one was called the Pawnee tribe, which is a circus tribe named after the circus. and he settled them in Oklahoma. He took them to Oklahoma. Remember, he's the big white chief, of the Pawnee and these Indians, which are wild. Like all of these Indians that you ever hear of, these Asian Native American Indian chiefs were in the circus. They were all in the circus. That's that. Like even the one, brother. I even went up on the one from the Buffalo Nickel. The one from the Buffalo Nickel is one of the motherfuckers that was in the circus. The one whose face is on the Buffalo Nickel, he was in the circus. That's
Wow, that's
crazy.
crazy.
I done searched them all. Red Shoe, Red Tail, all of they ass. It's circus people. So when you get that Buffalo Nickel and you think it's our native, man, this nickel ain't no nigga. That's an Asian on there. We got to know the difference between seeing a drawing and a color changed, knowing your people. I keep saying, show your grandma. Your grandma don't look nothing like these motherfuckers. So stop thinking, that nickel is a time in the circus and the history of the circus and what they represent as far as that Buffalo Nickel. That's some circus shit. You can look it up.
And they had this advertised across the world. You see down here, it's in German. They got it in German, and they also have it in French. Talking about they're gonna be performing this in Brussels. Buffalo Bills, Wild West, and Congress of Rough Riders of the World. And they had to do, quote unquote, Noble Drew Ali, birth name Walter Brister Jr., performing in a circus before he became, quote unquote, Noble Drew Ali. This is where he was performing. All right. And so, once again, right, here it is. This is Pawnee Bill here, right? Pardon me. I think it's Buffalo Bill on this one. But they gonna work together.
Yeah, it's two Buffalo Bill, Pawnee Bill, Cody. Yeah, Nate Salisbury, all these motherfuckers work together in entertainment.
Yeah, and these
are
are
making
those,
shit, right?
These are those Asian slaves that have been made indigenous vassals of Spain, right? These are who we're being told came across the Bering Strait some goddamn 30,000 plus years ago, right?
Which again, they use that Bering Strait shit to make you pay attention, just like they use that transatlantic slave trade to make you pay attention to that. It's the Trans-Pacific slave trade. It's not the Bering Strait that they came on. It's the same back door, but they came through a slave trade on a boat, man. Can you imagine that they told you that you came in a boat and they drew up this shit and tried to make it look like, you was laying down and how they was on that boat? How them motherfuckers was in the Trans-Pacific slave trade? How they was? They have totally grifted. They grifted motherfuckers, man. It's ridiculous, brother. My bad. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, Carimio didn't want to put color on these pictures, huh? You know what I'm saying? He didn't want to put color on these. Yeah, these is them chinos. You know what I'm saying? These are them chinos. And they've been mixing with these pale skins. That's why they all look the same today. They wear the same costumes. So if these was the real Indians performing, right? How come those fake natives right now don't dress like this anymore? Because this is what their ancestors was wearing. You see what I'm saying? This is what they was really wearing. It's outrageous, man. But yeah, this circus information.
That's crazy.
Deep, man.
It gets deep, man. I'm telling you. That sitting bull motherfucker. And like, man, they sitting up here. Who's the descendants of Sitting Bull? Who's the descendants of a circus Asian? That people were slaves who started running up out of here and joining the circus because they didn't want to be deported because of what's going on right now. Right now is the exact same thing that was going on then, people. Understand
man,
that.
Check this out. So now we on page 11 of this book. Check this out, man. In between Blyden, Deuce, and McKay, a host of people of African descent constructed their own visions of the Orient or the Afro-Asiatic world that linked the Near East to Africa and Black Americans. All right.
Who be saying that Asiatic black man shit?
Oh, you know them Smalls and them Hebrews, right? Want to be them? But your peep game, it say there was no stark separation between the Christian Holy Land and more profane depictions of the belly dancers and sword swallowers of the Orient. It says there was no stark separation between the Christian Holy Land and more profane depictions of the belly dancers and sword swallowers of the Orient. This is pertaining to these African descent constructed their own visions of the Orient or the Afro-Asiatics that was performed in the circus. Now, continuing, rather such religious formations rode along on the magic carpet of Rather, such religious formations rode along on the magic carpet of the late 19th and early 20th century American Orientalism. A diverse ridership, including Freemasons, nobles of the mystic shrine or shriners, occultists, and exotic savage and barbaric peoples from the world's fairs and traveling circuses.
You want some more ketchup?
You see how they've been playing with us?
Facts.
Now here we go, continuing. All right. I'm just going to jump straight into it. It says this book is the first to reveal that in 1925, a veteran performer, in 1925, a veteran performer named John Walter Brister took the name Noble Drew Ali and founded the Moorish Science Temple of America, the first American mass movement and the progenitor of the Black Muslims of the Nation of Islam. Continuing. A secret serpentine path through show business. Look. A secret serpentine path through show business, imperialism, racism, and religion connects Harry Houdini, Pawnee Bill, Hindu magicians, and the creation of African-American Islam. The teller Walter Brister's metamorphosis into Noble Drew Ali has never been told before because historians have been looking for the wrong person in the wrong places. Continuing, a skilled magician who was adept at making people appear to disappear. Brister faked his own death prior to his emergence as Noble Drew Ali and has until now been able to hide his origins by claiming he was born in North Carolina rather than Kentucky. Yet his impact has been vast as the first Black child star on Broadway. And then the founder of the first Muslim mass movement in America.
What the more is that?
Huh?
Where the Moors at? Where y'all at? Where the Moors at? Somebody go tap your Moor, buddy. Tell them come in and check it out. They don't never tell you this part. That's some deep shit right there, man.
Hey, it's not in the Circle 7.
No, that ain't gonna be in there.
Why not though? I mean, that's his book, right?
No, they ain't gonna put that in there.
He reinvented himself. That part. He reinvented himself. He didn't want to tell a circus story, right? While he was doing circus shit, he didn't want to tell a circus story.
Belly dancing and shit like Zelensky. Around this bitch belly dancing asking for funding.
Hey man. Apparently, man, like belly dance is pretty influential, right?
Man, this shit is in history. Shit, you read the history, and they tell you know these motherfuckers some belly dances. These motherfuckers, we want to let y'all know they belly dance on their time off.
Man, I'm telling you. Look. Walter Brister was incredulously both the forerunner of the blonde tap dancing cherub Shirley Temple and of the militant Black nationalist icon Malcolm X. Man, come on, man. That's what I'm saying, yo.
Crazy work.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like, yo. We need the right information out here so that we do not lose time. Our lifetimes are valuable. We cannot be getting caught up playing with these actors and actresses, these foreign characters that are working to take away from us. Like, yo, so much time and energy has been lost due to these organizations and these characters that's leading these organizations. You know what I'm saying? Right now, we got people following circus performers.
And sitting up here thinking they following something, thinking they really telling you something. Like this more shit is, off of it came the Hebrew shit. The Hebrews are so prideful. And all these niggas is American Indians, most of them that's sitting around here, because they from my communities and my hoods where I was raised at. And motherfuckers know they mamas and grandmas as well. And they got family in the same places I got. They go to jail, they join these organizations. They join these organizations on the streets because they ain't got no daddies. They want something to be a part of. And they go putting this shit on them. But then when you try to, the pride so fucked up, then when you say, hey, it was the Hebrew Israelites, the Hebrew Zionist Jews of America was a black spinoff of the Moors, the MSTA. Without Noble Drew Ali, wouldn't be none of this shit. No, them the enemies. No, motherfucker. Y'all both the same people, motherfucker. And y'all ain't them people. Y'all just following some shit. This is all religious to you, a practice to you. You go put on your costume. Look at the Hebrews today, and you ask me, you look at the Hebrew Israelites. Is there still some fucking circus shit going on? Motherfuckers got 6-point stop belt buckles wrapped around their head, dressed like Mortal Kombat. They're around this bitch. Sunglasses. They done mixed that shit with the 60s, the 1960s, the Black Power movement. Motherfuckers got on dark sunglasses, looking like motherfuckers off Warriors, the riffs. Around this bitch talking about straight up. Go look at one of these black Hebrew motherfuckers. Look at this shit. It's circus. The behavior never stops. Costumes and stupidity. That's all this shit is. Instead of handling business the correct way, we move with time. They moving with us. We is the time. Like, man, and we sitting out here taking our money and buying fucking pillowcases and curtains and knitting it together and spending money and dumping our millions of dollars into these organizations. This motherfucker marching sick. This motherfucker from the Church of Christ or whatever the fuck they were, the purple and gold. This motherfucker marching 3,000 Negroes around in purple garments looking like Mortal Kombat, spending all the fucking money and then wonder why we ain't got shit. This fucking foolishness. Man. It's ridiculous, man. These motherfuckers, 3,000. I see them taking pictures all over Facebook. They all in Memphis. They all everywhere. And y'all dumping y'all money. Y'all got to pay dues. That's how this shit is set up. 3s and thousands and 4s and 5,000s coming out a bunch of motherfuckers who claiming they don't got no money. And they getting it out y'all ass. And for you to dress up and drink some wine and do Shabbat, let's go kick it and shit. Talk about how we the chosen people. You ain't no motherfucker. One of y'all is them people out that book, man. Not none of y'all. And I'm here to say it, and I stand on that shit. It's stupidity, man. It's stupidity. This them people shit. You talking about the fake Jews. Ain't no Jews. Them the motherfuckers that started this goofy ass shit. And now they bought this shit over here. A long years ago, before you can understand it. This shit has been here. Our people weren't even acceptance of this shit. 1930, 1960, it took to now for entertainment to get at its highest point and the internet to come around for you motherfuckers to gravitate to this shit. This shit was stuck in Illinois and stuck in New York before you motherfuckers. Salt Lake City. This shit crazy. Now this shit everywhere. Now y'all fucking with maps. Y'all play a dangerous ass game with your kids. Changing their fucking name to Albay. Playing a game and fucking up generations.
Man, that's
crazy,
fact,
man.
Well, let's provide the context to all of this, right? So hold on. Jacob Dorman did his thing with this text, right? So this page 14. So who were these 7,000 Moors who began identifying as Muslims in the latter half of the 1920s, like their cousins, the Black Israelites and Rastafarians? I view the Moors as a great example of polycultural bricolage. The highfalutin term I theorized in my first book, not as an example of mechanical retention of a putatively pure African past. Instead, individual visionaries create collages from sacred and profane traditions alike. They sift through fragments in order to produce more fragments, forming fluid organic mosaics with replaceable parts, in the words of Peter Lamborn Wilson / Hakeem Bey. Okay. So apparently, this guy right here, Peter Lamborn Wilson, aka Hakeem Bey, he was piecing shit together. Okay, continuing. And so I followed up on a clue that had gone unnoticed in every existing account of the Moors. Noble Drew Ali's earliest advertisements proclaimed that he would perform escape magic, freeing himself when bound by rope. The Associated Negro Press also reported that in 1915, he was accompanying a Hindu fakir. I don't know how to say that word, but
Meet the Falkers. Meet the Falkers.
I can't remember. I know we looked it up before, but let me look it up again. What was a Hindu fakir? Okay. A Hindu fakir is a Hindu ascetic who lives on alms and is considered a holy man. The term
that's Kamala Harris.
Yeah, is also used to describe Muslim ascetics. So fakir, it means a poor man. The term has been used in India to describe Hindus. Oh, okay. So another word, okay, replacing other terms like Gasavman, Sandhu, and Bhikkhu. So this is what they're really called. They're not Indians, they're Hindus. Period, man. Like
exactly.
They cannot be called Indians, man. We're the only Indians here. There's no other Indian here, period. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, accompanying a Hindu fakir in circus shows when he decided to start a little order of his own. Maybe then Drew Ali's knowledge of Islam did not come from enslaved Muslim ancestors, but from images of Islam in popular entertainment, such as circus magic. He was taught to become a Moor because he was performing with Hindu fakirs in circus shows. And then some way, somehow, he convinced so many people. To this day, he's dead and gone. And to this day, we got people that's performing as fuckers or some shit. This shit is crazy.
That shit did a number, man. We got so many branches. We got the FOI, or Nation of Islam. We got so many different branches of Islam in America. We got the Hebrew Israelites. We got just different religions of that shit going on. It's so much black shit. We even got the FBA today, the Foundational Black Americans. Man, we got all this bullshit that's so circled around that shit, and it's ridiculous, bro. Ain't none of it our history. None of it. So
black identity extremism. This is black identity extremism based on what is it? Circus magic? That's what this is, circus magic that we dealing with. So asking what it meant to be a Moor around World War I, huh?
Magic.
Yeah, this is circus magic that we dealing with. I mean, what MK Ultra? That's some magical shit, right?
Man, shit, this is some real magical shit. You got niggas locked in for like since 1920s. It's 100 years worth of locked in. This most
100 years. 100 years. Like
damn.
That's crazy. That's a magical shit, B. Asking what it meant to be a Moor around World War I pointed me toward a wealth of associations with the Arabian Nights, Barbary Coast pirates, Civil War, Suave soldiers. Whoa. What the hell is a Suave soldier? What is that? Hold on, I gotta look that up.
Time you say Arabian Night, I'm Aladdin in this bitch and a genie and a little monkey. Aladdin, Arabian Night.
Check it out, though. It says Zouave soldiers were Civil War soldiers who wore distinctive uniforms inspired by French colonial troops in North Africa. Yeah, they wore colorful. Yeah, so these is real Moors. These is real Moors right here. They had pale skins and all.
Oh yeah, they do. I see them all the time wearing fez, the pale skins.
Man, this shit goddamn crazy, man. Motherfuckers talking about they black and they proud. Shit. It say Moorish rebels fighting the Spanish in the Rif War between 1920 to 1927, and most especially the circus shows. Hold on. Whoa. Asking what it meant to be a Moor around World War I pointed me toward a wealth of association with the Arabian Nights. So we read all of that, but he says, and most especially the circus shows, minstrel shows, medicine
they like to
shows.
dance. perform.
magic shows, side shows, carnivals, and vaudeville stages that presented the mystic East and its entrancing Muslim acrobats, dancers, equestrians, and magicians.
All they like. Yeah, Selinsky now.
Man, come on, B. Come on,
This
yo.
shit, all that Hindu shit all over Ukraine. The way they look, like when you see them videos, you seeing the way they entertain. It's the same way of the circus. It's the same way. The shit he was wearing all over them parts of Europe, all over India, all over there. This how they was behaving, and they brought it over here and had you motherfuckers dancing, and you still dancing. You still dressing it. You still doing it. You just won't stop. That's some deep magic bullshit right there, man. I'm telling you, like that shit, that Moorish Hebrew bullshit, man. That's some of the most, man. That circus shit, and even not even just the Moorish Hebrew, because this is where you get all them colorful shit these Native Americans is doing. This is them too. This their country, Asia, South Asia, India. This them too. You know, Siberia, all this shit. This them. These are places in Asia. This them. This their behavior as well. They was all in the fucking circus as well. It's true to say that the Native Americans are what? They Moors too.
Oh, that's
yeah,
a fact.
Moors.
Yo,
they fucking Moors.
Man, hey, yo, hold on. Let me. I'm gonna run it back again. Check this out. Edom online.
Fucking Native Americans are more Moors than you. These motherfuckers come around here talking about they Moors. Nigga, you ain't no Moor. Native Americans is the Moors. Foolish man.
Hold on. Where that term at? Hold on. Damn, yo, what the fuck? Where's that term at? Oh, that's right. Hold on. Let me just look up more. I forgot. Yeah, I'm gonna show y'all something. I showed this some years ago. Hold on. Just the one right here. Hold on, where that joint at?
It's a faction to say that the Native Americans are Moors. Moors in the circus. All this circus shit.
Here we go right here. Check it out. So more now, right? So everybody knows that the Moors come from North Africa, Berbers, blah, 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 right? Let me show you something key here. Check this out. Also applied to the Arabic conquerors of Spain, being a dark people in relation to Europeans. Their name in the Middle Ages was a synonym for Negro. Later, 16th century, 17th century, being the name of the nearest Muslims to Western Europe, it was used indiscriminately of Muslims, Persians, Arabs, etc., but especially those in India. See that?
That was Blacker Man. Remember he was in the circus?
Yeah.
Blacker Man, and nigga, the motherfucker with the look like what's his name that do the kneeling? Kilpatrick. Motherfucker Kilpatrick, the motherfucker that like to kneel in football when they singing the anthem. The motherfucker Blacker Man was in the circus. The hypnosis Blacker Man. If you could look him up real quick, just put in Blacker Man in the circus, and I'm gonna show you they look. I'm gonna show Blacker Man in the circus. He was a Hindustan hypnosis motherfucker, and he came from India. They tell you he Hindustan Blacker Man.
Oh, there you go, right there.
Images of him. I'll show you this motherfucker. There you go.
Yeah.
Come on, that's Blacker Man. So now you became Blacker Man. This is why we didn't like to be called Negroes. They won't put the shit on us. Blacker Man, this they style, the Afro. This shit was going on in the 20s when you weren't wearing no Afro. You didn't get the Afro to the 1960s. Blacker Man was wearing that motherfucker. A Hindustan animal hypnosis. Motherfucker got an Afro. This is why Kamala Harris fit right in. Because all of their history is put on you. Now you the nigga. They like to call you what they seen over there. Nigga, Negro. That was them. They was the ones. They done flipped this shit on us.
You know what this remind me of? The dude Malachi York and his cartoons, man. The little comic books he had.
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
They got it from this inspired them right here. The circus shit, man.
Blacker Man. Look at Blacker Man.
Yeah.
Look at this motherfucker. You go through so many shit. He done came over here and got alligators. You know, they ain't never seen alligators where he from. He hypnosis. He done bought animals. He done came over here trying to talk to animals. I don't know how this silly motherfucker died. He probably got his ass bit by an alligator and killed but he was a circus legend. His ass was blacker man. Let that sit in. Let that sit in. He came first time in America. Look at this shit. First time in America. This the first time a Negro seen the Afro.
Hey, yo, hold
This
on.
the first
Hold
time
on.
you seen the Afro. Ain't no such thing as Afro. Them niggas was
Hey,
wearing that. This Kamala Harris people.
hey, wow, hold on. Let me get this straight real quick, right?
Go ahead, bro.
Nah, that looked like Kaepernick, yo.
That's what I said. Kaepernick, Kilpatrick. I was calling his ass Kilpatrick. Kaepernick. That's the motherfucking name.
Yo,
The nigga that like to kneel.
that
That's who he is. Look at him.
yo.
That's who
Oh,
Kaepernick is. Kaepernick ain't no nigga.
blacker man. All right,
First time in America.
So peep game. So this the sick part about all of this, right?
Sick.
So here it is. We got these real black people, right? These are real black people. You know what I'm saying? We just been through it. The etymology of Moor, right? That's it. Moors originally, Negro pertained to them. It's a synonym. Moor is a synonym for Negro. All of that originates with them. They are the original black people, period. Now, continuing, right? How is it that we got these quote unquote black people talking black power, but they're working for the goddamn pale skins? Hagen Beck Wallace Circus, right? The Pawnee Bill Circus, the Buffalo Bill Circus, the
The
Broadway
Ballin' and
Circus.
Bailey. It was so
Fast
many
forward.
circuses, man.
And fast forward, now we got the entertainment industry being what it is, and all of these Negroes is contracted to these pale skins. All of them.
Huh?
You see how this works? And our people, generation after generation, our youth, generation after generation, are being distracted, being deceived, being hit with all this magical shit that hasn't produced no results. They're literally telling our people what to celebrate, what to be sad about, what to get angry about, who to vote for, who to hate, who to love. Oh, what product should you use to poison yourself?
Man, it's just crazy because if you take it back, we still to this day, you call me a nigga, I'm gonna knock your ass out. We might have made a joke out of it. We might have made it a thing because we call each other niggas. But man, the Negro and the black and the slave is all together. And that shit came from this blacker man, man. In a fucking circus. We ain't know nothing about being called black. This motherfucker in the circus named Blacker Man with an afro. They didn't put their people whole heritage on us, man.
Yo, check this
They didn't put them whole identity on us. That's fucking crazy.
Crazy, right? So check this. Black main stage performers have always been rare in American circuses, but black workers behind the scenes were numerous and could earn a Zulu ticket by dressing up as an Arab, a Moor, an Oriental, or a Zulu in these big opening specs. And American circuses not only displayed Arabs and Moors as Orientals, they pointedly portrayed them as Muslims performing the Hajj or their daily prayers. Are you serious?
Afros is not, wasn't no niggas wearing no afros until the 60s, people. I'm just saying, your regular hair out and all that is a different thing. Them motherfucking Hindus was coming over here with that hairstyle. I'm just being honest. A lot of motherfuckers was wearing braids, dreads, and yeah, motherfucker will wear a straight hair do. But like, come on, man, or a straight natural. You know, I'm not gonna say motherfuckers wasn't wearing it. But yeah, a bush, that's fine. But this whole black identity, here you go. What just really refer to this. You're gonna say, yeah, Afros is indigenous. No, Afro, nothing is indigenous. Afro kin, nothing is indigenous to these lands. Nothing with an Afro on it or African. You have to delete yourself from the bullshit. You watching a man, this ain't nothing we making up. You watching a man saying he from Hindustan. We won't wear Afros then. That shit didn't start to the 60s. He is 40, 50 years before that shit. He in a fucking circus, late 1800s, early 1900s, talking about I'm a Hindustan, first time in America, nigga. First time in America. That's what it say. I'm a Hindustan Hypnosis. I'm a Hindustan, motherfucker. I'm from India, nigga. I don't know you. Know what type of afros y'all wear, but nigga, I bought this hairstyle. I bought these goofy ass clothes. I bought this motherfucking talent, motherfucker. You wasn't doing it, nigga. This my shit. That's what y'all gotta understand. Stop trying to take they shit from them. They didn't already put it on you, nigga, and you don't want it. This they shit.
Man.
Motherfucking stand in the eyes of motherfucking shit. Beasts and shit about to get your coming over here fucking with alligators in Louisiana about to get your motherfucking ass.
Hey man, but hold on, look. So now we on page 16. I'm not gonna go through the whole book, y'all. This over 300 pages, 265 pages here. We ain't doing all of that, right? But yo, check out the book, Princess and the Prophet. Let me just read you this passage right here. Colored people, quote unquote, with the right skin tones, knowledge, and acting abilities could play almost anyone from Africa, India, or the Middle East. After all, many U.S. Americans did not know what Indians from the subcontinent looked like. Only 8,681 Indians immigrated to the U.S. in the first 3 decades of the 20th century. You hear that? In the first 30 years.
Say that one more time.
Only 8,681 Indians, Hindus, immigrated to the U.S. in the first 3 decades of the 20th century. Of those, only 1,040 were estimated to have been Muslim. The repackaging and revaluation of Orientalist knowledge frequently by African Americans assuming an Oriental identity themselves. That's right, assuming an Oriental identity themselves.
No, go ahead. This shit crazy. This shit crazy.
And so had an unmistakable political spin as a critique of imperialism, materialism, racism, and the West. In contrast to the many derogatory views of Africa and Africans at a time when Africa was being colonized by European nations, lynching was prevalent, and Black political disenfranchisement was soaring. And in the era before the Great Migration provided mobility, economic opportunities, and greater hope for the masses of Southern Blacks, the Oriental exhibits of circuses, carnivals, and the 1893 World's Fair displayed Islamic people of African descent in a romantic, mysterious, exotic, and mostly favorable light. And there we fucking have it.
And now you niggas light, loving the light. Y'all romantic. You motherfucking teacup hat, chicken bucket hat wearing motherfuckers. Y'all just don't get it through y'all skull. Y'all steady popping up with the shit that they done to you the years. Now you talking about sovereignty. You mixing that shit up. You go to jail every week over that shit. I don't know when y'all went in the courtrooms. Y'all always fucking lying. Y'all losing like a bitch. Put the white man on you, now his ass on you, steady sending you to jail. Steady sending you to jail. I done listened to so much of you niggas, and I watch all your videos where you don't ride around with no lights blazing and you think you're going to get away. Later on, they come right back and book your ass. Next couple of days, you doing it. Let you go because they don't want to deal with your shit. Now they booking you. Now you going to jail. All of this shit. Think you're going to take somebody's house or some mansion. None of this shit working, bruh. None of this shit have been working. They have got a bunch of fools. And there's a whole bunch of hurt-ass women, man. I ain't going to lie. I seen a whole bunch of psychotic Moorish women. I'm not gonna stop. I'm gonna say what I want to say. Y'all already know that. These Hebrew women and these wannabe Moorish, I'm gonna always call y'all wannabe. These wannabe Moorish motherfuckers, the women, shit, they act just like the Democrat women. They act just like them. You motherfuckers are all in the same line. Y'all are fucking psychos. It's ridiculous. The shit y'all be saying, spilling out. Y'all think y'all know what's going on? The shit is ridiculous, man. It needs to stop. It needs to stop. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, man, this is crazy. Oh yeah, the dude, Patrick Jean LeBlanc Hardy. They was providing context, to the natural hair and appearance of our people. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't necessarily saying Afro. He wasn't disagreeing with you. He was just providing context on that subject matter. He's using the term froze and all of that. Because that's, keep in mind, this is what was pushed on the elders back in the day, that terminology. Of course, when we deal with our own language, you know what I'm saying, Afro, Fro, and all of that, that's not a part of our linguistics at all. That comes from these black people here. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, yeah, this text gets deep, man. I mean, it goes into a whole lot. I would definitely encourage people to get this book. You know what I'm saying? The Asian Slaves in Colonial Mexico. You know what I mean? This is all fundamental reading here. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me just go back. Let me show y'all the cover of that. So yeah, I mean, you know, it's important that we know what has happened so that we can be prepared for what is happening and what will continue to happen if we don't take control of this shit. Because when we got people that got no problem role playing, lying to you, playing with your community, your population, your health, your resources, and etc. And meanwhile, they chilling like nothing's wrong. Like what we saw just within the past 4 years,
man,
should call everything into question. It should call everything into question. I mean, yo, but we witnessed, right? So how I term it, advanced colonization. But let me just break it down real quick. When we have via TikTok, young men seeking employment, going to these labor-ready type locations, right? These locations that are employing all these Hispanics or these Hispano Arabs or these Chinos, whatever we want to call them. Because at the end of the day, they're foreigners. They are an invasive species, right? When they are blatantly discriminating, they're being blatantly racist. Yo, young men can't even get a job, right? Can't even get a job. Wherever they around. Yo, we got these Hindus over here now, right? I've talked to so many people over the years, huh?
And we fighting for them.
Yeah.
We fighting for their very existence over ours.
Yeah. And so I'm talking to numerous people, right? Like some good peoples some years ago, they work in the financial sector, right? You know, they got a master's degree in finance. And they work for some corporation. Long story short, they've been working at this particular location for years, right? Here it is. You got Hindus, you got various breeds of Asians, and you got the pale skins and all of that, right? And they are fresh out of college, straight immigrants, right? And they are put in positions over her. She's American. She's American Indian. Bloodline descent, right? Anyway, they are immediately positioned over her, being paid more. And they don't have the experience. They don't have the professionalism. They don't have the ability to work in those positions. And that's not uncommon for us. And this is why it's imperative that we know what's ours. Who is our people? That this is our land. We are the natural authorities.
What I just share with you. You know, I've been working in the cable industry as long as I've been on here, 16 years plus years. Have my own business during the first Trump administration. They gave all the business to them damn Ukrainians, man. Trump sending them home now. 240,000 of them are being, their visas being revoked. That's a motherfucker. I don't care what you say. Who did it? That's a motherfucker blessing in my eyes. Shit, I done lost everything. How to switch up, do the truck driving shit now, do something different because they done gave all of our money away, and that's what I mean by the mayor. You know, just the sanctuary city motherfucker from Chicago just sat in the people's face and said, "Yeah, we gave all this money to black neighborhoods." That's so disingenuous when you same motherfucker set up there and bought the immigrants in, shoved them in the neighborhood, and gave all that funding to them. That's crazy. And this is exactly the shit we seeing the shit before our eyes. All this money came in the community, ain't none of us getting none. This money went straight to immigrants and to feed other motherfuckers. They just played with money that was for us, and now we sit up here begging. We want them to stay, right? We begging for money from the government, which they supposed to be sending in the name of us. And then we turn around and don't get the money. So let's go back to begging for reparations, y'all. Shit is ridiculous, man. Shit is ridiculous. Motherfuckers that gave billions of dollars, $647 million to to my city alone, we're in $1 billion deficit because immigrants and that money came down. $1 billion came down in the name of Negroes. Well, I
Yeah.
ain't won't even want to say Negroes, us. It's crazy.
So hold on. Let me get this straight real quick, right? So here it is, based on what we just learned within the past 30 days, right?
Okay.
All types of billions of dollars was being shipped internationally, right?
Facts.
Terrorist organizations got them. So-called NGOs got them, and they done they spent like 20 million on Sesame Street in Iraq or something. All types of crazy shit was going on, right? Now hold on.
Transgender motherfucking surgeries. Go ahead. DEI
Yeah.
teaching in school. Shit, it don't stop.
Yo, manipulating elections and all of this. But hold on, let me get this straight. So they sent billions of dollars over there somewhere about importing the same motherfuckers who came from, they send the money over there, importing motherfuckers from over there over here, and they pay them, they giving them more here, and then meanwhile, the price of eggs is like $20.
Man.
I mean, what do y'all think about
And,
this?
and I'll get the chicken shit anyway, right? The chickens are getting slaughtered. The price of eggs is up, but Popeyes open. KFC still open. But fuck all the chicken spots open. The Arab chicken spots. What the fuck is they playing with us for? Why they playing with us, man? That's crazy in itself. All these people coming over here, and these are tax dollars. And you say slavery ended. Shit. Not in America. We all slaves to America because this is the money coming straight out the citizen's pocket. Everything that you work for, I work for, the crackers that's here work for, everything we work for is being the plantation still rolling. America is a big ass plantation. Big ass plantation. And everybody working. Everybody, this is how we do it. Colonizers ain't playing no games. They ain't cutting no corners, and they don't give a fuck about who. They never gave a fuck about who. They ain't give a fuck about who over there. It was just that we could challenge them. They didn't like that shit. They made sure they put it to our motherfucking ass. They made sure we ain't as dumb as the rest. They made sure we can't get up. Motherfuckers made good sure. Man, it's crazy, man. And our own people doing it. This divine ass shit. These mayors that love this sanctuary shit. All these so-called black leaders. Man, they part of them groups, man. And these motherfuckers, they got it out for us too. We in a bad, sticky situation, man. And the ones that ain't in the situation, we running around with the other little small Hebrew Israelite groups giving up all our fucking money. Then claim we ain't got shit. Why niggas ain't got shit? Cause y'all look, you gave that shit to brother Ben X, example. You gave that shit to the goofy motherfuckers. Y'all Rashad Jamal, the motherfucker that's in jail. Y'all give motherfucking money to him. Y'all think this motherfucker God. Dr. York, y'all want to free him and shit. Motherfuckers don't get y'all goofy asses out of here, man. It's ridiculous, brother.
Yeah, it is, man.
Go ahead, brother.
Yeah, and so the situation, right? Yo, we got our youth being deceived, generation after generation, being given all these goddamn circus performers, right? Generation after generation, new circus performers. We got new ones right now, right? And meanwhile, we still got people seeking freedom, right? So here it is. I pulled up this document I have. It's compilation of court record citations, right? So we see here 1794. Registered free papers of Nancy Coleman, a dark brown, well-made, quote-unquote, mulatto woman. So hold on. How are you dark brown and mulatto at the same time? I could have sworn a mulatto was a quote-unquote light-skinned person, right? Now continuing, freed by judgment of the General Court of John Hardaway being a descendant of an Indian. So because she is an Indian, they cannot hold her as a slave. So that's what I'm saying. When we got situations like this, where they talk about self-identify as African American, why? Because they reclassified American Indians into the Negro, colored, mulatto, fast forward, black American, and African American, right? So by default, just by having this type of name, you are a descendant of a slave according to these foreigners. Period. Right? And then we got to pull up these old documents where we seeing that Indians, real bloodline Indians, had to sue for their freedom. So if they were suing for their freedom back then, shouldn't we be filing claims against these entities that's calling us black, calling us African American, everything else? Because that's blatant defamation of character, that's blatant genocide, and that's blatant ethnocide. And who suffers from this? Who suffers from this? And meanwhile, the real black people is performing these goddamn circuses to this day.
Running for president and shit. Kamala Harris, no.
And she's a Caucasian.
She's a Caucasian from India. This motherfucker, a Hindu. Her daddy, Judge O'Brown, and what's her girl name? What's that motherfucking name, man? Candace Owens. Bought out the history. Like her daddy ain't even Jamaica. Her daddy is a motherfucking
Hindu,
person
Irish
from
Hindu.
Hindustan.
And
Right,
Irish.
bought into Jamaica and got Native American. Got citizenship and had Jamaicans as slaves. What the fuck? And he ain't no motherfucking Jamaican. But that's how they been identity theft at its finest. So she go with two Hindu parents. One dead, one still alive. She's a fucking blacker man. And she out this bitch laughing and playing with our motherfucking like the genocide of our people. Playing with the shit. It's a joke. Yeah, let all my people flood this motherfucker. Get these color folks out before they wake up. We gotta hurry and burn the hole in their ass. Just so happen, them fucking with us, they fucking with the cracker, the wrong crackers, the racist crackers that put us in this predicament. So now they fighting. And we supposed to be out here in the middle of this shit. Is you crazy? We ain't in the middle of this shit. I voted for the motherfucker, and this is about the first couple times I ever voted. Because I don't fuck around with the voting shit. But I voted for the motherfucker who about to stir it up. Bring it to an end. This motherfucker been stirring it up. He got a problem with other white folks. I love when I see that motherfucker Zelensky on the news and they arguing and having it out. Look like they about to fight on that motherfucker. I love it. I'm loving every bit of crackers against crackers. Who ain't loving that? Y'all got this shit fucked up. I ain't got nothing to do. I voted for the motherfucker to tear this shit up. And that's what the fuck he doing. He tearing this shit up. And y'all got a problem with it. Instead of catching on and being for the right reason, just show that we so sleep, man. I tell motherfucker all the time, Tomahawk, look into do a KKK member gotta do anything. All they gotta do is fund the Democrats. Democrat cities and neighborhoods kill more niggas in a motherfucking month than the KKK could ever do. Kill you niggas. Y'all niggas ain't got no funding. You talking about funding, fraud, and abuse. You talking about what's going out. Look at what's supposed to be coming in for us that gets stolen. We don't see none of that shit. Ain't none of our businesses been started. They done brought foreigners in to take all of that shit. All of it. And it's just a crazy thing. Like, we sit out in this bitch. We sit out in this bitch and we hold on. Let me see if I can bring Priyan in. I don't know how many guests I can have on this motherfucker, but it's supposed to say bring up.
Yeah.
Oh, it say kick from studio, bear from studio, but it don't say bring up.
Nah, it should have an option to if you tap on guest, it should give you the option to
Yeah, I got it. Just say kick and ban. I'm trying to bring up. Yeah, I think you got this. Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I'll take the screen down.
Yeah,
hold
let's
on,
bring it in.
Let me stop the
Hold
screen.
on, prayer. We're gonna. Okay. No, them motherfuckers still ain't. Why the fuck it ain't letting in? Damn.
Yo, I'll jump off, yo. I'll jump off.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll jump off and I'll come back on in a little bit or something, man. I'll be listening from my phone though.
Appreciate you, brother.
All good. Appreciate you. Hold on, let me see.
What the fuck? I don't know what the fuck. Man, I'm trying to bring up. But it say bring you. Add to stage, pop up on your shit. It won't let her add to stage. So I don't know what's to that. Like when I press yours, it say add to stage. When I press hers, it don't say add to stage.
You know, sometimes our phones be acting funny. She gotta check the settings on the device, and accept all the matter of fact, tell her to use Google Chrome. If she she tell her to use Chrome instead of Safari. Safari be acting stupid.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because if that's the case, yeah, if she do that, she should come on with no problem. I ain't got to jump off. But yeah, you know what? I'm about to jump on here from my phone too. I want to blow smoke for a minute, continue this conversation. But yeah, you should be able to have numerous people on her. What's up?
No, go ahead.
Yeah, I want to leave this thing on the screen, man, because you know this is real important information. You know,
man.
Yeah, you can have multiple up here. It's
yeah,
her.
I know. Yeah.
Yeah, she on the iPhone. That's causing the issue. There's that mad people used to have the same problem when they try to get on. She got to use another browser on her phone other than Safari. And she got to make sure the permissions is open for her audio and her video. If she using video.
Facts. Just trying to bring another guest up, man. Hold on, let me add that to the stage. Yeah, man, this shit is crazy, man. Man, I appreciate you coming back with me, sliding with me, right? The Manila Gala routes and everything that we talk about, the Chinese Underground Railroad. Wish you could bring that shit up before you dip.
You said the what?
I could jump down into that. The Chinese yeah, you could Google that shit and we could go into that as well.
I'm gonna go put that now. Yeah, you said the Chinese Underground Railroad.
Yup, you can Google that. Pop right up.
Yeah, there you go. Hold up. Yeah.
Got it.
Hold on. Yeah, that's a Wikipedia link. Is there a particular link you wanted?
Shit, Wikipedia straight.
All right, cool. Let me just zoom in on it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, no, y'all don't know too much about that. But to ones who don't know, this is some stuff that I got into, some information that I got into a while ago, checking out Tatiana's book and was wondering, you know, these underground railroads be so code words for certain things. So, you know, when I got into this information, I wanted to know who was running it. This led me to know how many Asians were in the country, how many were being led around America, what were they doing in the country. They was coming in from the Manila Gala, going into Mexico. From Mexico, they were you know, migrating into the West, California, and you know, Arizona and places like that, which led them into working in the Sacramento Gold Rush and all this other shit. Then they start writing the Chinese Exclusion Acts, as you can see, because of the 1882. There was two more before this Chinese Exclusion Acts. There also was the Japanese Exclusion Act. Hold on one second. Bam, we add Prin into the stage. What's up, Prin?
What's up, y'all?
Man, hold on. Let me get you up there. Yeah, welcome, Prin, man. This is one of the people that stick with me tall. I'm talking about all my pages, man. When we up inside TikTok doing our thing, she puts out a lot of history. Got a lot of family, strong Indian family that I know of, man. Even the pops know about what's going on here, and he didn't shy from, you know, who they are and where they come from. You know, even though he's, you know, I seen some of the Pan-Africanism organizations that affect all of our families. They trying to put you out there with that shit, and your family came on there like, hold on, you know who he is. So, you know, I know you, know who you are. Appreciate you for coming to the live, man. This Prin, if you want to introduce yourself. Yeah, I can hear you straight. If you want to introduce yourself, Prin, Mississippi.
What's up, y'all? I'm Big Prin. I'm only on TikTok with the information. I slowed up a little bit, but I got a playlist still on there. And yeah. What's up with y'all? Who on the panel? Who I'm talking to?
Oh, you got Tomahawk Tony on the panel as well. That's one of the guys.
Tomahawk?
It's good. How you doing?
I'm good.
Met Tomahawk before.
Right.
I already know, and it's us doing our thing. We touch into a lot of circus information. You know, shit that I normally be spreading on you know, that you hear me talking about on TikTok. We touch. This is where it started. So, you know, this is the group where it started. A lot of old players in this been in this game for a while, They here listening in, a lot of new people, but you know what it is. But right now I was touching on the Underground Railroad because we was talking about Tatiana Sayon's book that dealt with Asian colonization, the Chinos, Chinas, and the Chicanos, and how they was Asian people at first, and now they become these. Man, we was just getting deep into it. We got to the Moorish. Man, I wish you was just here though. I wish you was just here because we was cutting into the Princess and the
I missed
Prophet
it.
real book. Man, the Hindus and all the different names, literally getting down to the fact that they were circus performers and actors. Man, it got deep. It got deep when Tomahawk be bringing that shit out. It be getting deep, man. When he read from some of these passages, man, that somebody else trying. I don't know this person.
Yeah, that's me.
Somebody
That's
else
me. Yeah.
gave
That's me.
that AO.
Yeah, AOL. Antonio Lorenzo. Yeah, that's my other.
Okay,
Yeah, 'cause I'm on the
Phone right
phone right
now.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm about to step out here and blow smoke
okay,
real quick.
okay. Do your thing. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
yeah, you good.
it got real deep with a lot of information. But man, I appreciate
Oh,
y'all in the
hold
chat.
up.
Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all know how we keep it going. But the thing that I was getting into was the Chinese Underground Railroad and how that plays a part in colonization in that book. From those books, we have gotten so much knowledge into other things that we decided to look for, in what was going on. So in Tatiana's book, it talks about the Manila Gala. You know how we just went through that and we found out that the Manila, which is a town or a city, if not, I could say a city that was in the Philippines, that was a slave port, and they produced the Manila plant, which is like a wood, and this wood was used to build a boat, which we gave y'all the slave routes down to Mexico, and this is where we dealing with the trans-Pacific slave trade, not the transatlantic. A lot of people like to run to this Pan-African belief of the transatlantic slave trade, which is still isn't fucking proven. I just want to say that it's not really proven to be, when I look up the first, you can look up the first Africans that was taken off the coast, west coast of Africa. They were taken into Portugal. They tell you how many. They tell you where they went. They were sold in Portugal on the beaches of Portugal. So when we talking about this trans-Pacific slave trade, we're talking about predominantly Asians being led by Spaniards all over Asia. We brother just got into it. The Hindus and the all these people. That was the the original black people, blacker man, and the original Negro. Because you got to remember, we didn't like this Negro name. We didn't like it. We didn't like to be called black. We didn't like to be called Negro. You go through one motherfucking color folks' house, and I like to say color folk because that's what they was calling us then, that they weren't calling everybody else. If you go into one color folks' house in that time and use the N word, we didn't even use the N word in front of our parents. Y'all remember that? We didn't even use that shit in front of your parents. But shout out because they were the real blacks. They were the real Negroes. These were the blacker
That's a
mans
fact.
and the people that came from Hindustan and Asia and all this. And the Native Americans, like we pointed out the fact, the Native Americans are the Moors. They the Moors. They the original people that was coming in as slaves. They the ones. This was put over you over time. You seen black man in 1920s, this motherfucker got an afro. When did colored Negroes get the afro? Yeah, you wore a natural. Anybody could wear a natural. That's from anywhere. But when did you get this afro put? When you was wearing the big ass puff, wide as your motherfucking hands, you got that shit put up on you in the 60s. But blacker man was doing this shit. A Hindu, it said first time in America. Motherfucker look like Kaepernick from the football, and he's a Hindu animal hypnosis in the fucking circus, breaking all this shit down
The
too.
ties of the goddamn lion on the cover of the picture.
Shit, alligator too. He played with all the fucking dangerous animals. I ain't never look up how that motherfucker died, but it probably I'm guessing. I'm just guessing. That probably how that motherfucker died over here playing with the animals over here, bears and shit, over here playing and shit. But he's the original blacker man. He got the name. His name is Blacker Man. Y'all want to see a black man? Blacker Man. Here you go, y'all in front of everybody. Clap. Blacker Man's here. That's how that shit went on, man. So now we dealing with a time where Asians are coming in by the thousands. History repeats itself. They ass getting put out right now. President signing executive orders. Then they had the Japanese Exclusion Act. You can look these acts up in America. The Chinese Exclusion Act was 3 acts, which led to the Chinese Underground Railroad. We talk about the Trail of Tears. It's just so crazy that the Exclusion Acts was written around the same time of these Trail of Tears bullshit, right? Because they don't got no history beyond the 1500s. Just got all bullshit beyond the 1500s. So in the 1800s or whatever, they dealing with the Trail of Tears. Same time around Exclusion Acts. What are the Exclusion Acts? When they got to get up, when the government has written something in place. This right now is going on. Basically, the Exclusion Acts. You got to get up and leave. Who? The people that ain't from here. That's what the Exclusion Acts was. Chinese people got to get up and they got to walk. They got to get the fuck out of here. They walking. Where they walking to? Ain't no buses to take them then. We was just deep. We was just putting their ass out. When the government catch them, they put them out. Wasn't no big buses. They running. They on the run. Where they going? They going to the west, where the government don't got a hard reach to the west. That's why they call it the Wild West, baby. It was
Yo, I
wild
want
than
to
a
hear from
motherfucker.
Prin. Let me hear from
Go
Prin
ahead.
real quick, yo. Yeah, yo,
Hold
Prin.
on.
Yeah,
Hold on 1 second, and I'm gonna let her roll.
Now hold on, this
The-
y'all show. I'm in the crowd with everybody else. Hold up.
she said I'm in the car. I'm in the car. But check it though. I just want to get this off real quick. Now, at this time, we just went into some circus information, prayer. And at this time, we got the Pawnee Bill Circus, which gave birth to the Pawnee tribe. All these tribes are over Oklahoma and in the West, Arizona. This is where they at their deepest. They over the circus shit going on in the West. This is where they was running to. They would Lee Kwon. They got the people that ran the Underground Railroad and shit like that. This is your Trail of Tears. People walking out of their homes. They had to leave. Don't they got to leave right now? Ain't Asian, Spaniard, Venezuelans, all these motherfuckers that ain't from here, ain't they getting up belly dancing, Ukrainians and shit, ain't they getting up out of here now? The same shit is taking place. And we think these them peoples is not Indians, not the Indians that they talking about we was, or they had us as labeled as, that we are. It's not the same. It's not the same. So, when we getting into this type of shit, man, I just point out the facts that we even got to stick away from the Negro shit. Ain't nothing like get up in the morning calling a motherfucker a nigga. What's up, nigga? But it's something about this shit that is gonna be
Thanks.
so hard to get away from because it's not us. And Tomahawk made one thing clear. They've been spreading this shit to you since you was a kid. Could you imagine sending your babies to school and they going to learn about slavery? They going to do Black History Month projects and about slavery and who saved them from slavery and all of this. Oh, you was a slave, Black African shit being being shared amongst the people. So that's just that's the craziness behind it. But praying, give me a little history on where your family from in the SIP in Mississippi.
My family is really from Texas, but my fifth grandmother, she was born in Vicksburg, Mississippi, but then I would assume she migrated to Texas, and then my family from Robertson County, Texas, Bremen,
Okay, so
Texas.
so they love to say because of your hair though. I hear them saying this on TikTok a lot and thing because of your hair and they don't think Negroes got hair. Because of your hair and your light skin, they love to say that you some Asian mixed,
I'm
right?
mixed.
Like how is that? Why is that?
Yeah, I
That's
don't
that's
know. I
that
think
seems
people
like
a
a
little
thing. They do the
slow.
same thing to me. They go and say, "Oh, you mixed. You can't be a nigga with that hair." And how did you get into the truth though, into knowing? Because I know a lot of people. It dawned on a lot of people like, "Damn, they've been calling me African, motherfucker. I ain't African." It
But
dawned
I'm
on
not
people
gonna
like that. You
lie.
just been going through life.
Exactly.
You,
But
you yeah, yeah.
what you was gonna
Go
say?
ahead. I
No,
say
I was gonna
people
say,
just be rolling through life.
I think we talking over each other. Good.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. I mean, mute.
Nah, I was gonna say, I always knew who I was because in fifth grade we had to do this history project, and it was on like your family's culture, like you feel me. So I remember feeling, I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of confused because I'm like, what culture do we have? You feel me? Like, okay, we American, but like, you know what I'm saying? They already told us the face of America looked like something else. So I was just confused. So you know how we do. You know, on the weekends you go see grandma, you go see the elder of the family, you go see what they need, go get their Sunday paper, you know what I'm saying? Go to the store for them, whatever. So I was always at my great grandmother house on the weekends. So I asked her, I'm like, Nanny, what are we? Because I gotta do this project, you know what I'm saying? I'm a little bit lost. And she was like, oh, we Indian. And I'm like, huh? And I remember she went and in her little thing pulled out a picture. I remember the picture was big. You could tell it was a professional taken picture. It wasn't no little picture. And she was like, these your ancestors. And I'm looking at the picture and I just see a bunch of niggas, you know what I'm saying?
Bunch of
And
niggas.
and regalia. Yeah. Like so now that I'm older, clearly they went to a powwow. But I'm looking at the picture and
Right.
I'm just like, I was expecting to see Mexicans, you feel me? Because at that point, we already learning in school that this is what an indigenous American look like. And I gave her a look like of uncertainty, and she just looked back at me with fucking conviction, like, little girl, you asked and I'm answering. So I just was like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Then the shit went in out the other. And then 2 years ago, I was scrolling on TikTok. This dude named Monty, he was showing like the pictures, like he was showing the tribes, and then he was showing the pictures. And when I seen the video, conflicted like deeply because I'm like, wait. So this is what my nanny
Exactly.
was telling me. So I'm like, okay, so if the Cherokee look like this, the Unketchite look like that, the Choctaw look like this, and then they saying we unalived in history. Yo, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I dead ass started crying because I'm not for nothing. That's diabolical to really tell a whole demographic of people that they race died, but you looking at them every day.
Man.
You leave your crib, they in your face, dead smack in your face. Like that's what indigenous American look like. But they telling us we, you feel me, from Africa, and then ever
Man.
since them tears hit the flow, bitch, it been up. Y'all ain't finna, y'all gonna hear my mouth because this is diabolical. Like the shit y'all doing to us, that shit not okay. Period.
Man.
Yo, Prince.
Say it again. Go
Yo,
ahead. Go
Prince.
ahead,
I
brother.
got a question for you, right? So I like how you just said that because that's real. That's real important right there. So I showed this earlier tonight. Now I don't know if you've seen the information that's been circulating on social media about the synthetic braiding hair having all these chemicals in it, right?
Thanks.
All right, cool. So this right here is an NIH document from back, I think it said 2021, right? And so on the screen it says they selected women in New York, right? Had to be over 18 years old, speak English, and self-identify as quote unquote African American, and they have redefined these foreigners, quote unquote scientists at the NIH, Harvard University, etc. They have redefined an African American to be descendants of United States slaves. What do you think about that?
Chill. That's fucking diabolical. Who the fuck signed up for that shit? And who really went up there and said that? That's insane.
Yeah, let me ask you this, Brent. Because I know we spoke like over a year ago, right? We was we was discussing something for Juneteenth Atlanta about Indian here. How old are you?
Huh?
How old are you?
Don't be asking me that on here. You better
Okay,
tell me on the back end.
so are you upwards of 30 years old?
Yeah, I'm there.
Perfect. Good money. Yeah, that's the only reason why I'm asking is because you are in a particular demographic. What everyone is. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm in my early 40s
Right.
right now. You know what I'm saying? And so the difference is reason why I'm asking this, because I work with people that's in their mid-20s, right? And they're sharing their experiences to me. You see what I'm saying? They youth behind them. They've siblings and all of this that's like 18, 16, so on and so forth. And they know what's going on that's impacting their reality. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm providing
Right.
clarity to the 25-year-old, and now he's breaking it down for the 18 and the 16s. You see what I'm saying? And so for
Thanks.
you, you know what I'm saying, when you see something like this, the situation is we got to make sure that the youth is getting clarity on all of this, because this is the intentions of the foreigners as we've seen it in past generations. You know what I'm saying? Every generation they plan these circus games with us. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Planned Parenthood, current president right now, whole pale skin female, right? identifying as quote unquote black, just like Kamala did, right? And meanwhile pushing death on the people. And so we, our youth need to know, like, hey, these is not your people right here. It don't matter that they identify quote unquote as black. Are you black or are you not? Because
Man,
if
I
you
be telling my kids that all the time. You know, it was just Black History Month. So, Tribe, you remember I hit your line. I'm like, man, I'm at my son's school play. This shit low key getting me so fucking vexed. Like, it's no fucking way. Like, my son come home took my, yeah, Barack Obama ain't black, son. He ain't black.
Man,
He ain't a nigga. He ain't from no fucking hood in the United States of America. He's Asian and he's North African. End of fucking
that's a
discussion.
fact.
And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes I be feeling like bad because I be going so in, but it's the truth. Like, y'all need to start telling these kids the truth. Like, I don't know when times change where we start playing with kids and it's fucking play time. It ain't fucking playtime. The shit is real
Foreigners
out
been
here,
playing with
and
kids.
these kids need to know the fucking truth. Like, it is what it is.
All that shit come out of Tomahawk. If you could look it up, it's called the 1619 Project.
oh
That's when
yeah,
they
I'm gonna
started
pull
playing with our kids.
yeah, I'm outside right now. You know what I mean?
Oh
I'm
yeah,
gonna be
yeah,
back
yeah.
on the computer in a second and shit. Yeah, sipping this coffee right
That's
now.
when they started playing with our kids. 1619 Project, where they gonna educate this nigga this slave shit. The 1619. Ain't that
But
crazy? That they say 1619 when they showed up and all that shit. That's when they started. When they implemented that shit, got us into their schools. They implemented that shit immediately. And now look at us. We were slaves and we need reparations. And this what they gonna
listen,
put in our hair. They have my bad brother. They have bought all our hair products. Stay away from shit with African on it. Cause all them hair products is fucking
Child, I
us
know
up.
that's right. I don't even use child, please. I don't use none of them fucking products in the beauty supply store. Like, if I can't read the first couple ingredients, I'm not buying it. It's over.
Man, I'm gonna let Tomahawk tell you how much of that shit is rat poison.
yeah, we get
Go
that in a
ahead, talk.
second. We can get into that in a second. I'm gonna pull up as soon as I get back on the computer. I'm gonna
Shit.
pull up some info and all of that, right? So I want to touch on this real quick. Going back to what you were saying about the Chinese Underground Railroad and all of that, right? Keep something in mind. Just dealing with the Manila Galleon, Asian slaves, colonial Mexico info, all them chinos, every breed of Asian, all right, them Hindus who are known as Moors, all right. So to your point, Prin, Barack Obama, he's a black man. You know what I'm saying? He is a whole black man. Just like Kamala Harris. She is,
Yeah, they
by
black man.
definition, a black woman. However,
Fact.
their race is Caucasian. But all that
Right.
black shit, that comes from them. We not them. They want us to be
Hmm.
black. They want us to be Negroes. They applied these colonial caste system terms on us. When we look into what's known as Las Castas, that's the Spanish and Portuguese caste system. All
Yep.
right. So at the bottom of it, you got the quote unquote Negro / African, and they got them positioned next to our people, the indigenous, Indian / Indio India. All right. Indio is the terminology in which they had for the American Indian men. India was a term for American Indian women. All right. They done switched all of this up over time. You know what I'm saying? And so ultimately, we're supposed to be identified simply as American, American Indian, or our specific bloodline nations. That's how this really works. You know what I'm saying? And by these people playing these word games with us, confusing the mind of our youth, locking our elders in, right? Because it's crazy to me. A couple of years ago, I'm getting off from the point I was starting on a minute ago, but I'm gonna conclude with this part right here so I can continue. I told him my great grandfather's first cousin, right? He was born like the early 1900s, like 1904, right? I told to him like about 10 years ago. Never spoke to him before. He telling me, the history of our people and all of that. So that's my Turner lineage right there. And that line is Tomahawk and Adawa and all of that, right? Anyway, so first time I speak to him, he running down with Indians. Cool. I speak to him again a couple days later. He watching TV. Now he talking some African American shit. And I'm like, yo, my man, you just said the other day that we are Indians, but we African Americans. Mike, how you figure that? He said, well, they said it on TV. I said, yeah, they lying to you. He's like, yeah, that's crazy. I'm like, yeah, when you turn the TV off, you know who you is. But when you turn the TV on, now you forget, right? I'm like, you see how that works? And he like, damn. Now, going back to the other point I was making, right? So when looking at the Manila Galleon, right? Asian slaves in colonial Mexico dealing with or going into the Chinese Underground Railroad. Now fast forward, 2020s and all of this, right? The Spanish cartels, Mexican quote-unquote cartels, is working with the goddamn Chinese, flooding us with goddamn fentanyl and all types of crazy shit, right?
Damn.
You see the relationship?
That was in the Underground Railroad. That's what they was doing. That was in
See
the
the
Chinese
relationship?
Underground Railroad. Same
Yeah,
shit.
they was smuggling goddamn heroin. The dude, what's his name? What's his name? Not Walter Pill. What the fuck was his name? Yo, the dude, Farad Muhammad. Was it? Hold on, Farad. Yeah, he renamed himself to Farad Muhammad. His birth name was like something Pill. I forgot his name. It's in the FBI files and shit, right? Anyway, this dude was a goddamn heroin smuggler working with the fucking Chinese back then. He called Fed time for fucking selling goddamn. He was trafficking opium on the West Coast. Called Fed time. Then he goes to the Midwest with a new identity on some Walter Bristol, Noble Drew Ali shit, posing to be the goddamn Messiah, goddamn Farad Muhammad out this bitch. Now fast forward, heroin, shit, Chicago to this day, Detroit to this day, and numerous other cities in the Midwest going to the East, goddamn heroin fucking capitals due to these motherfuckers, right?
Yeah. It say right in the Chinese Underground Railroad that they was bringing out and opioids through Mexico to America from China. Opioid. This fentanyl, all of this shit that's going on now was going on then, and that's you know they were smuggling people, they were smuggling organs, they were smuggling children, they were smuggling diamonds, they were smuggling drugs. This shit been going on over that border, over the Mexico border. It's been going on over the Canada border, but Mexico border the most because that's the ones that the Chinese operated. That ain't shit stopped on the Chinese Underground Railroad. It's still going on. This is the Chinese Underground Railroad all over again, magnified by 20.
That's a
Instead of
fact.
opium, it's fentanyl. Instead of diamonds and shit, we dumping bad aluminum and metals in this bitch. You know, Trump keeps saying stuff about that. They dumping that badass metal in here, making our shit out of the bogus metal, and they dumping all type of drugs in here. They taking people in and out this motherfucker trafficking, and it tells you in the Underground Railroad when you Google it, get it up on the Wikipedia. It tells you that it was a trafficking people, diamonds, and fucking drugs in and out the country. They tell you on there. It was a trafficking organization. How many times have I brought this up over the past 4 years? You know, you still don't really hear people talking about the Chinese Underground Railroad and Levi Kwon and the Jewish guy and the white guy that was a part of this shit. His wife, them going to jail, the whole nine. They got locked up for this shit. This shit went well into the 1920s. This shit went well into the 1920s. They would go and they would dress the native. These motherfuckers would dress like natives. They tell you, natives and Mexicans. They would dress up. This is them
just
acting like native people of America. They would dress
just like
up.
in the circus. Circus
man,
shit.
it never stopped, man. It never stopped.
Still
So when they was coming over the border, they'd dress up like natives and start acting like us and shit, so that they wouldn't get evicted, take on names and shit. So why the fuck they ain't never got no names? I'm telling you. You see these motherfucking Native Americans, they ain't got no names for real. That's why they so mad. I'm telling you, they mad than the motherfucker, that white man. They don't like his ass whatsoever. They said some of them in the meeting I was watching, when they was talking about the immigration policy, they said some of them getting sent up out of here on accident. They talking about on accident. The motherfuckers ain't leaving on accident. Them Native Americans getting sent out on purpose. Who the fuck are you?
Exactly. How much of them is on them reservations with fake ass fucking tribal fucking cards, and they not even Indian. They
Man,
Mexican immigrants.
Yo, and
them
y'all
tribal
heard,
cards ain't shit. Go ahead.
yeah, and y'all heard about the cartels and the Chinese going through those so-called reservations, right?
Yeah. Sneaking
Facts.
shit in and out. Them they brothers, they helping them.
That's a fact. Yeah, man. And so that's what I'm saying. Yo, our people gotta be aware of what's going on out here and not being buddy with all these immigrants, man. They just straight up put down invasive species. That's how I term it. They are literal invasive species. When you define what an invasive species, let me pull it up right now, matter of fact.
Yeah, it's invasive species.
I'm gonna get the EPA definition.
Shit.
check this out. So this is the EPA website. I'm just going to drop this link in there so you can share it to the people as well. What is that right here? Let me zoom in on here so everybody can see what's going on. All right. Where we at? Invasive, no, hold on. Whoa. That's not correct right there. Nah. Invasive, what the hell? Hold up. Something ain't right there. Hold up. Invasive species. Okay, this DOI right here. Hold on. This will join. I just had this the other day. Man, fuck that. Let me just do the definition, man. Yeah, we're just gonna do the definition. Oh, this is the website right here. Yeah, National Invasive Species Information Center. Yeah. Invasive Species Info.gov. Let's take a look at what they say about them. So it says right here, invasive species can be plants, animals, and other living organisms. Okay. What defines an invasive species? Non-native or alien to the ecosystem under consideration and whose introduction causes or is likely to cause economic or environmental harm or harm to human health. Okay? So let's view this from natural people standpoint. As American Indians, we are the natural people, right? So these invasive species, right, they are alien to our natural environment, our ecosystem. Since these foreigners done arrived here, they have caused economic or environmental harm to our natural people's health. Is this an accurate definition?
I guess so.
When we put these things in proper perspective, right, we see exactly what's going on here. And so just so you're aware, twin on prayer. So I just dropped these two books right here, right? American, a distinct race and endangered species. I was explaining earlier the reasoning for this term. One, American is a race. Many of us know this, right? Two, every breed of foreigner, when they arrive here, they want to assume the American identity. We got people coming from Europe, call themselves American. We got these Hispano, Arab, Ladino descent, Chinos and etc., Hindus, etc. They want to call themselves American when they get over here. We got these Arabs and etc. They come here, they want to call themselves American. So what about our natural identity? They want us to be quote unquote African American, like it's saying on this NIH document here, and self-identifies African American descendants of United States slaves. United States, once again, did not own slaves. And here it is, we had American Indians that had to go to court, file lawsuits and affidavits, bring in witnesses, proving that they were American Indian so they could be released from bondage. What's the difference between the 1700s and now, other than technology? We're still dealing with the reclassification. We're still dealing with ethnocide. We're dealing with advanced ecocide right now, and too many of our people is caught up, dealing with the goddamn social issues and this, that, and the other. But meanwhile, our existence is literally on the line. And the foreigners have documented in various books throughout the centuries, blatantly stating that in regards to the American Indian, annihilation, extermination, extinction. I've known people that don't call some of these quote unquote tribes, right? With all these pale skins up in them. And these people will tell them, like, hey, check this out. Yeah, I'm a descendant of these nations. I'm bloodline, da-da-da-da-da. Pale skins going bust back on them like, hey, check this out. That tribe is extinct. How's a foreigner going to tell you that's still living, still alive, that your tribe, your nation of people is extinct? But yet and still here it is. They left their country of origin, came over here, assumed your identity, right? And
cutting out.
Oh, you see I'm cutting up? Am I clear?
Cutting out.
Am I clear? Yo. Can you hear me? Ah, what's going on? Yo, can you hear me?
I'm going to get you niggas. Man, I tell you, I'm not going to tell you when, but you better know I'm going to get you niggas.
Nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes, hit the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this is war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time. Tribe up, nigga, this the war cry. Calling all tribes in the front line. Now and never, arrows up, let's fight. Wild Indians, yeah, it's war time.
Like, grandma, chill. I thought you was on positivity. I thought it was about cornbread. Is this part of Operation Corn? You just 60 years old, grandma. Calm down, man. You ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Man, we back. My bad, I couldn't hear you, Tone. You fell off for a minute. You there?
Yeah, I'm here. Yo, Print going?
Okay. Now she trying to come back in now. Okay, I don't know what was going on. I wasn't hearing nothing. So, you know, she's back.
Right now.
Friend. Okay, we good. Just go ahead. I'll check
yeah,
up.
Yeah, you know that situation, man. Yo, we gotta make sure that we play our parts.
Damn, we having this problem again.
Yo, you serious?
What happened?
Yo, you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Go ahead though, brother.
Yeah. So all I'm saying, right, you know, we gotta do our part, make sure right information is getting out. Because you know, we see what's going down. Print just dropped off again.
I know.
Yeah,
I think I got it. Go ahead.
But yeah, you know, that situation when, you know, we got every breed of fauna assuming our identity, lying to our youth, generation after generation, right? Resources is being disrupted. Our natural environment's being disrupted. You know, one of the new books that I just published recently is titled Commodification of Health, right? Let me pull up the joint real quick. So this joint right here. So in this book, Commodification of Health, right? I'm explaining here how these products that are being distributed throughout our communities are not only toxic, but is also feeding the foreign healthcare system. And what I mean by that is, you know, I'm gonna say something real crazy right now, but this is all truth here. You can look this up anytime. I can pull it up right now as well. But while we got these black fanatics running around talking about the price of melanin being like $500-$600 a gram, our American mothers and daughters' uterine cells, I'm talking about being sold on a nanoscale, right? I'm gonna pull it up in a second. We're talking about a small vial, like a super little vial with like 100,000, 500,000 nanoparticle,
I don't know if you muted
cells.
or what's going on, but I can't hear you, brother. I don't know if the rest of the people can hear you.
Yeah, put a one in the chat if you can hear me.
Shit, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, I'm gonna have to call this one for the night. It's fucking up real bad. Hey, people, I'm gonna let y'all come back through and check us out on. Are they saying they can hear us? I know they can hear me. Can you hear Tomahawk? If you can hear Tomahawk, let me know. Put a one in the chat. Tomahawk, go ahead and talk.
Yeah, we can conclude though. You know what I'm saying? So,
can you hear
I'm
Tomahawk?
just gonna pull up the info.
Put a one in the chat. Okay, they can hear you well, brother.
Yeah, so check this out. I just ran a search for uterine cells, right? You click on shopping, right? Check this out. This joint right here. Uterine cells. Normal human uterine smooth muscle cells, $944. Delivery fee, $78. Estimated tax total come to $1,084. Okay? They cashing out on our people while we getting sick out here. Right? I'm gonna show you another one. Because this is real crazy. Like foreigners is literally living off of our American people. And nobody is explaining this to none of us. Literally, our American mothers and daughters' cells are giving life to every breed of foreigner.
It's crazy.
It's literally supporting their existence. You got the dude, what's his name? Peter Nygaard. Many of y'all haven't heard this dude's name before, right? The dude, Peter Nygaard, was drugging, raping, and impregnating girls as young as 12, 13 years old, deceiving these professional models and etc., right? Anyway, getting them pregnant, doing this wild surgical biological procedure, putting the nucleus of his genetic material, removing the embryo's genetic material, replacing the nucleus so that he can create stem cell injections for himself to preserve his own life. And he was a part of a network of these billionaires and whoever else that was doing this. A whole industry. Let me locate this other one too, right? I'm gonna show y'all something else because it's crazy to me, right? Let me see here. Menstrual blood cells. Stem cells. There we go. Stem cells. Yeah. Check this out. Because once again, while they're talking about the price of melanin still, all these Pan-Africans and so on and so forth, right? This is what's really going on. I'm gonna pull up the actual website so y'all can really, really see this. 1 second. Right here. We're gonna pull up this one too. So what's going on? I learned this a few years ago doing a research to the rat poison subject, right? So Planned Parenthood and all these other medical locations, they have these females signing these consent forms and all of that, right? Where they are granting, gifting, giving their genetic material for quote unquote research purposes, and it's immediately sold. They got invoices for all of this. Straight up. There's invoices for all of this. This is what's really being sold here on a daily basis. And once again, this is on a nano scale. It says this human mesenchymal stem cell kit contains 1 million viable cells and 500 milliliters of optimized media. So this right here, this word right here, mesenchymal, that's menstrual blood. And they're taking it from our American mothers and daughters. Why? Because their genetic material is different than every breed of foreigners. That's what's really going on out here. And there's a list of this. Let me put the link in the chat. Yo, Wiley, can you drop this in there?
Gotcha.
Because like real talk, the people need to know this, man. While people struggling to pay for goddamn a dozen eggs out here, right? Yo, somebody just said last week $15, $16 for some eggs in Kentucky.
Yo. Yeah. That shit is crazy.
$20, I believe. What they say, was it 20 in Texas? Yeah, I think somebody says $20 in Texas. Some other locations. Somebody said something about Michigan. You know what I'm saying? But this is really what's going on. Like, these foreigners are invested in this. And nobody's telling none of the black fanatics, none of the BIEs, the Smalls, the Hebrews, etc. None of them is talking about this. None of them. But they still talk about the price of melanin, though, huh?
Man.
Meanwhile, our communities are being literally farmed mined. Our people are being farmed and mined. Yo, I show in a new book too, right? Show this, right? So some years ago, just like what, maybe like 15 years ago, I was doing some research when they was talking this melanin bullshit, right? So I found some old medical reports on the extraction of melanin. It's literally only 3 reports, one in 1896, one in 1914, and another one in 1921. And the ones in the 1900s, they refer back to the 1896, right? Now, it's blatantly saying extraction of melanin from Negroes right here in North America, okay? They also was doing extraction of melanin from an Australian. They did that in, I believe, 1914. But I want y'all to keep something in mind here, right? If the price of melanin, let's say $600 a gram, okay, cool. But then next to that, we got people dying every day. Yo, we got people, goddamn, what's that thing called? Yeah, donating a plasma, quote unquote. Plasma. People, like I heard some shit when I was out there in Illinois. Somebody said something about some goddamn $40 a visit. $40 a visit. Donating plasma. Some people living off of this monthly. Making up with, somebody said something about upwards of $1,000 a month. They able to pay all their bills selling their plasma. Full of stem cells. Meanwhile, they flipping that. You see the price? 500 milliliters. That's super little. Super little. And meanwhile, they're giving money to all these foreigners, and this is what they're invested in. I just want to put that in perspective for y'all, so y'all can really understand what's going on out here. And these foreigners is nothing to play with, man. It's nothing nice. We got to make sure our people live, because they don't, they going to drain us as we've seen it. They got no reason to stop. Yeah, I don't want to talk too much. My bad, y'all.
Facts. My shit keep cutting up over here. I don't know what's the deal. But I heard you, man. I appreciate y'all, man. I'm gonna have to shut this shit down because I don't know what's going on with my shit. Like, it's going on and on. As soon as you get to talk about selling melanin and selling DNA, this shit, I don't know what the fuck going on with it. You get to lose a connection. I'm like, what the fuck? As soon as you start talking about this,
you fucking up the money, son. Like, you fucking up the money, like, nah.
Price of eggs, and now you done went into how we selling y'all sales and farming y'all and shit. Now this shit going down. What the fuck is going on? I'm steady trying to figure this shit out, man. But man, bro, like this just the beginning, people. I appreciate y'all for sliding, man. Links are in the chat, man. I appreciate you praying for coming out. You on praying?
Yeah.
I'm telling you, since he be talking about that shit, this shit been acting crazy. I promise you. As soon as that shit kicked in, this shit started acting crazy, man.
Nah, that's
but,
a
man,
fact. It started going in and out.
I appreciate everybody for sliding through. Tone, it's been an honor having you, man. And we're gonna do this again. Real soon. We're gonna be doing this again on new information. I appreciate y'all, man. Tone, get up with me. Praying, get up with me. I'm definitely on TikTok all the time, pushing a lot of information. So you can catch me on TikTok. You can catch me on X. You can catch Tone new book. Make sure y'all catch that, man. I think you was doing something with the audio, wasn't you? Audio book. We able to get that in audio?
I'm gonna work on that in a minute. Yeah, I got so many tasks right now. Right now, we getting ready to do a presentation this month on Endometriosis Awareness Month, because that rat poison chemical contributes directly to the development of endometriosis. Let me drop the link here as well for that website. Just so people can get the information on the information page. You can download. I put together a PDF with that lists 2004 brands / products that contains the rat poison chemical coumarin. Let me put that if you can, copy and paste coumarin in the chat as well. Just so people know what to look out for. So coumarin, you want to look out for parfum / perfume. All right. and fragrance. Okay. Reason why?
Damn. Why would you
Reason.
say that? I can't get rid of my perfumes. Come on now. We need
Hey
that
man.
smell good. What the fuck?
Hey man, yo,
Damn.
you got options. You ain't gotta you ain't gotta support them foreigners. Nah, you got come on. Nature provides everything. We got formulas all day. Come on, I can tell you some things to do. You feel me? Like it's much more cost effective. Like shit. Don't pardon me. Check it out. When I was over there, the last bottle of cologne I bought, right? It was the Dior Sauvage situation. Right? I spent like $400 on that bullshit. Check it.
On
I'll
that
speak to
bullshit.
the peoples, huh?
I'll say on that bullshit. He gonna say
Yeah, like I'm speaking to the peoples, and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I got anything with rat poison. You know what I'm saying? I use everything natural. And I'm like, hold up, you know what? I got this bottle of cologne. Let me look at this. So on the bottle, it don't tell you what's inside the ingredients. Fortunately, I kept the box though. So at the
Yeah,
bottom
they
of
got
the
it on the
box,
box.
yeah,
Thanks.
on the bottom of the box where it stands. So I'm looking all around the box and I'm like, yo, let me flip it over. So I flip it over at the bottom in some super small silver letters and shit. I see coumarin. I'm like, you got me fucked up. I'm like, God damn,
You
like,
tossed
and
you
so,
tossed the Dior.
man, you know what I did? You know what I did? I
You
gave it away to
tossed that
somebody I
shit.
didn't like.
I'm hollering.
I gave it away to somebody I didn't like. Somebody I had a neighbor.
Oh, you 1090. I'm hollering.
and that's how the Indian War started, people.
Shit is bio warfare on me. Like, fuck that chemical warfare. Fucking shit. You want to play dirty? Let's play dirty. Shit. It's good. I don't like, nah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this shit too real out here. Hey, can you drop us Stop the Genocide? Yeah, you put that in there. Cool. So on the Stop the Genocide website, let me pull it up right now too, so y'all can know how to navigate it. There's a lot of information on there. There's a lot of information. The documentary is available on there. The books is available on there. This, that, and the other, right? Check it. Where we at? Let me just get right to it. So I explain on here the symptoms. All right. Blood clotting, hair loss, thinning and balding, bruising. It affects your thyroids, nails and skin problem, increased chronic pain, fatigue, cysts and soreness in scalp. These are things that happens when you're exposed to this chemical. All right. Now continue. It's a lot of information on here, but and so here I show on this African Pride product, right? It's all the way at the like this is one of the last, this is on the last row of ingredients, coumarin, right? They stand for natural hair. So these are the games these foreigners is playing with us.
Child,
Moisture
I'll
intense.
overlook all them fucking products in the beauty supply store. I don't even shop I don't get my products online. Like, please, them cheap ass, ran down ass fucking products. I'm not surprised. It's some fuckery in them products. I ain't surprised.
I mean, situation though, they got it in a top dollar products too, though.
Now,
Once
I'm pretty
again,
sure they do. We
yeah.
can't beat them. But I'm saying though, it's probably way less than you know what I'm saying, that African pride bullshit.
Well, situational, right? This one chemical, all right, opens you up to all others. And so, on this list right here, you got shampoos, you got the baby lotions, you got the what's this thing? Aqua di Parma aftershave, shaving gels, all right. You got a whole list. You got the Avita products. Avita's not cheap from what I understand. I don't know. I don't use none of these. You know what I'm saying? You got the Australian Gold spray gel. Right? You got a whole list of the Bath and Body Works joints. From what I understand, Bath and Bodies ain't cheap. I don't know.
I
You got
hate them
Chanel
smells.
products on here, huh?
Nah, I said I hate the Bath and Body Work scents. I'm listening good.
Yeah, you got the Dove products. You know what I mean? You got this Dr. Washka or Dr. Botanicals. Where does Chanel go though? Hold on. Yeah, because Chanel was on here. Hold up. Yeah, this list is crazy. I did this a couple years ago. But yeah, like whoever purchases any of these, the L'Oreal joints, L'Oreal ain't cheap neither. You know what I'm saying? I mean, any demographic, anybody that's spending money, they know what they're paying for. You know what I'm
I'm
saying? You know how
not
much
gonna
it costs.
lie. That shit for me is cheap because I get my skincare from this French lady, and her ingredients, it's none of that. Like that's what I'm saying. Certain countries, they don't sell stuff with certain ingredients in it, like America, because they know it's toxic. But to
Mm.
me, all the mainstream
But check this out though.
brands,
Did what he's saying.
yeah,
That shit in them products. So it's better to just do like our ancestor did. It's not gonna hurt people to go to the
nah, that's a fact.
to go to the store and buy, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't caught this a while ago,
Facts.
man. I didn't my girl that had products and she got long hair like yours. You done seen numerous of pictures of her. And she didn't have them same products, different products that we paid, that they, that she got ordered offline to get this shit. And this shit they got this shit in the hand of one of them names. And it's like we would do better just going to get some coconut oil, going to
That's a
get some
fact.
aloe vera oil, aloe vera plants, and doing this shit ourselves. You know what I'm saying? And be a little more, doing it like that than buying these products because all of these products is owned by these white folks, and they done bought our products so they can poison us. I grew up off Luxor products. Luxor products owned by white folks now.
Facts. But
that
that's a
that
Yeah, like
that
you
fact
see the
because I done
Sephora
that
on
definitely
here.
product, the pink moisturizer. Who ain't used that when they was growing up?
yeah, you ain't lying.
That was we all grew up off that, and now the white man has brought that. That was made by some native niggas in Mississippi. Some motherfucker well.
But that's a fact because I definitely used I
Yeah,
used to
I
make
had
my
family
own
that
herbal
wanted some
mask.
Luster pink moisturizer was our shit, and they took that shit and they bought it now, so they didn't poison it all out. And then I remember they came to our high school, the brothers that owned Luxor's pink moisturizer when we was young, and they told us how they made the company and used this stuff. They say we didn't use shit, made motherfucker go bald here. You putting ingredients together that certain people couldn't use, and then they made a dominant, moisturizer using native shit to the land, and it came with that hair growing and all that. Like man, I remember having them motherfuckers come out to my seventh, eighth grade. Those were our products. Now look at it, shit. Your ass about to go bald trying to use some of that shit because these white folks have brought our products, everything with our name on it. They have brought and they used it to poison. So that's all it is, man. We got to be careful. That's all.
Yeah, you
That's
see the
all. That's all.
YSL on here? Talk about Forever Youth Liberator, serum and cream, water and oil. All these joints got the rat poison in it. Everything on the list.
Damn, that's
This is only
diabolical.
2004. It's more than this. I only counted it out. They got the Victoria's Secret. Man, females love the Victoria's Secret. Love that. You know what I'm saying? And so how I'm on it, people really got to ask themselves a question. Yo, are you going to continue supporting these foreigners that's invested in destroying like your entire lineage? Because that's what's happening right now. This is a whole replacement campaign. What these foreigners just did within the past 4 years, they haven't even given us a solid count of how many of these motherfuckers they done brought over here. That's replacement. You think about it, right? If they brought over, let's say 40 million, right? Let's say half of that is females, right? And we know how them Hispanics be breeding chinos. We know how they breed. They got no problem busting out just one of them, having like 10 of them. Easy.
Facts.
Yo, you do 10 times 20 million. What's that? What's that looking like? And this is what our youth got to deal with within the next 10, 20, 30 years. You see, the information game's already compromised.
Shit, and been using. We wearing that shit. These women wearing the weaves and shit, like fucking they scout up. It's ridiculous.
That's what I'm
I done
saying.
seen the motherfucker peel they whole scout off with the wig. I'm dead.
Man,
And they still putting the glue. I'm like, the girl's
man.
skin look like it's about to bleed, and she still putting the glue. I said, "Child, I know you lying, man. Y'all
That
bitches
shit
is
Yeah.
got
undefeated for real."
that shit got a hold on our people, but we got to look at it like, man, at some point we got to help. We got to be putting out something to help before we criticize everybody. you know, that's of our people. It's okay for us to be like, come on now, you know, you doing some dumb shit, because that's our people. That's in our instincts. That's who we are. Like, you know, I used to tell people all the time, it wasn't no crazy colorful. Colorful just started being crazy because my mom used to be like, motherfucker, you ain't crazy. Put the motherfucking shoes on, tie them up. You know what I'm saying? Ain't never you ain't dumb, motherfucker. Get your ass doing that what I told you to do. So we just started getting these crazy motherfuckers in it. As you can see, with this weave and shit, this makeup, this eyelashes, motherfuckers don't know where the hairs of an eyelash is coming from. What the fuck is you putting in your
Girl.
eye? What is you putting in your eye?
Yo, the adhesive alone is toxic.
You can put
That
some
that
shit
that
in
But
your
that
eye.
instant cold.
y'all, I'm gonna drop. I'm about to get in the shower. Thanks for having me up. I'm gonna still listen though, but I'm gonna
Fact,
drop
fact.
from the show.
Oh, good.
Later,
Appreciate it.
Appreciate
y'all.
you, friend.
Appreciate you, friend. Yeah, man. It's just all the shit that they put in there, like motherfuckers put drugs in their eyes so it gets their system fast enough. This shit is ridiculous, man. We gotta start watching this shit, man. We gotta do something about this shit, man. It's these African products going in the men hair too, because they getting the dreads and getting the shit, putting this shit in there. Some of these men putting weave in their hair. A lot of these dreads fake shit.
Man, hey, I seen it on Temu, right? They got the whole look like a black man package. Before it was just a small in Hebrew packages where you can role play and play dress up real quick. Now you can goddamn role play a black man now. Cop a whole cornrow wig now. The dreads, all of that. Yeah. Like a Jolly Jim said right there, everyone takes a risk with obtaining anything you didn't make / grow yourself. The product can say anything. People don't know what these companies, anyone would mix together behind closed doors. That's a whole fact right there. And once again, how after all, when we know our heritage, we know the experience of our ancestors and peoples and all of this, right? How can we continue to trust these foreigners when they're still actively sabotaging us? Like this is the whole reality. This is the choice we got to make for ourselves. We have an opportunity to take corrective steps and measures and invest in the security of our people. But only if we got the right information out here.
Right.
You know, very few people have lifted a finger within about 3 years, about 4 years nearly, that I've been sharing this rat poison information. Very few people have lifted their voice, a finger, etc. Minimal initiative in people. I appreciate everybody that has, but when we got people that will get excited over Diddy parties, Jay-Z going to court for whatever, goddamn Kendrick Lamar at the halftime and this, that, is that more exciting than your health? Than your baby's health? You know what I'm saying? Like the rat poison chemicals say right here. This is all on the website. Teratogens may affect, rat poison is a teratogen. It disrupts the development of embryos and fetuses. All right? So it says, causing physical malformations, problems in the behavioral or emotional development of the child, decreased intellectual quotient, the IQ of the child. And that's if the baby lives. Because it's saying, additionally, teratogens may also affect pregnancies and cause complications such as preterm labors, spontaneous abortions, and miscarriages. And once again, I connected this to Planned Parenthood. And once again, meanwhile, they bringing in what 40 plus million foreigners?
Facts.
I'm just saying. I mean, we got choices to make out here.
Right.
But yeah, I appreciate y'all though. Hey, wow, Andy, appreciate you, man. You already know, man.
Man, you know it's anytime you welcome on this platform, man. Appreciate everybody for coming through, man. The new people and the people that's been around, man. It's much love to y'all, man. And thank y'all for coming out tonight, man. It's been about 2 hours and a half. We've been rocking with y'all on some some things, but you know how we do. It's plenty of more. It's plenty more where it's still coming from, because there's plenty more things that we need to be educated on, man. Love, peace, blessing be to the tribe. Stay alert, stay alive. Thank you, Tomahawk, Tony.
No
Appreciate
doubt.
you.
Appreciate you, man. Get with you soon. Be good.
Much love.